Hello everyone, my name's the Ultra Team, and welcome to 1000 Days in Hardcore Minecraft. Yep, you heard me right, we're going straight to 1000, skipping 100, 200, and 300 days. This video has taken me a very long time to edit, film, and produce. I started making this in 2022, and as you can tell, it is not 2022 anymore. Anyway, with that all being said, let's get right in to day number 0. Yes, you heard me right, I said day 0. 0's a day in Minecraft, I'm not just gonna ignore it. Oh, jeez, where am I? What's happening? What's going on? Well, I guess the first thing to do in any Minecraft world is to chop down a tree with your bare hands.
Oi, what you looking at there, buddy? Yeah, what you looking at, huh? You think that's funny?
Don't ask me what that was, because I don't really know. Anyway, if you can't already notice, the bitrate for this video is kinda absolute crap. And unfortunately, that's a problem that the first 100 days have, but after that, it gets way better, I promise. Wait a second, is that a village? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Time to rob these peasants of all their luxuries. And hey, would you look at that? There's an abandoned mine shaft pretty close to the village. Ah, what a wonderful day of pillaging. What an awesome start to this adventure. Alright, villagers, your freedoms are being taken away today. I hope you don't mind. Hey, bro, guess what? You're fat! With that golem's remains, I made myself a sword and a pickaxe. I think most of us probably would. I then decided to explore more of that nearby mineshaft when I encountered some spiders, and unfortunately for these spiders, they had to fight against the Ultra Team, which meant that they were doomed from the start. Now out of the caves, I decided to explore this nearby acacia biome. It's the only place where I can get renewable wood, because unfortunately I spawned in a freaking desert. Hey nitwit, could you come over here for a second? There's something I want to talk to you about. You saw nothing. I then decided to do some caving in this ravine I found right by the village. I figured I could find some ores or something, but these two skeletons over here weren't too fond of that idea. Hey skeletons, I'm back. How would you like a taste of your own medicine? Oh, what, you guys want a piece of me too? Alright, you clearly didn't hear what happened about those skeletons. Where the frick did he come from? Why weren't you in the cage to protect me? I thought you were supposed to help people and I just stayed here to be an idiot. Day 4, I went out exploring a little bit past my desert and found myself another village. I should have settled here instead. Look at this nerd, he's stuck in the hole like a loser. Day 5, I decided to start construction on the VSTM.
Mr. Ultra, what the heck is a VSTM?
Go quiet, little Jimmy. You're too young and innocent to understand the amazing world of capitalism. Yes, take the jabs, villagers, cause soon unemployment will run out. I then set up a simple sugarcane farm, and yeah, you can really tell here that the bitrate is chugging for these. Oi, settle down. Which one of you said you do the 6 for emeralds trade? Ah, there you are, thank you so much. I find it quite ironic that my source of emeralds right now is sticks, considering I live in a desert where no trees spawn except for these that I've planted here. Yeah, give me them sweet profits. Anyway, I feel it's time we do some actual caving and see what I can find. So far, nothing too plentiful, however, I have found a lot of coal and iron and left all of that useless copper behind. Hey, would you look at that? Day 10, we're officially 1% done with the video. Yo guys, check it out, I found myself a blue rock in a cave. Day 11, we still at it, mining in the caves. Now we have gold. And hey, we did it. We found ourselves our very first diamonds. It was a 4 vein too, instead of just 1 or 2. That's pretty dang pog. I then found a chest in this mine shaft that had another diamond right below it. Thanks for keeping it safe for me, buddy. I appreciate it. You know, once you find your first diamonds, it's really easy to keep finding them. I found 2 more right here. After a long day of walking, we're finally back home, this tiny desert shack. I don't know why I chose this as home, but whatever. The next day, I immediately started smelting all my riches and made myself my very first diamond pickaxe. I then went out exploring and found myself this ruined portal. I then decided to unbury it. I want its treasure. Give it now! After looting that nether portal, I had the resources necessary to make myself an enchantment table. It looks like we're starting to get powerful. Hello, slaves, I mean villagers. Did y'all miss me?
Oi, one at a time, villagers, one at a time. I need to trade with the guy who has the sticks. Where's the stick guy? Isn't that you? No? Oh, there you are.
Now I'm just mining up all the sand in my desert because there's a villager who will trade glass for emeralds, and if you haven't noticed, sand is just uncooked glass. Unfortunately, though, I ran out of coal by my house, so I gotta go pretty far away to get some more.
It's morning time to get mining for coal.
Well, here we are, mining for coal underwater. Yeah, this is it. This is the whole footage. Do you really want to watch this? No? Okay, now we're back at home and I'm using my emeralds to buy this pretty fancy axe from this villager. And now I'm using the axe on this golem's face and making the villagers watch. Why, you might ask? Well, because I felt like it, that's why. Do you smell that? It's the sweet smell of profits. Now, finally, we have those absolute profits I was telling you about. The ding-a-ling noises make me happy. I then finally had enough profits to buy myself some enchanted diamond armor. Oh, heck yeah, this feels great. Oh, and I want you to know that I do kill every single iron golem I see. I don't show everyone for the sake of time. However, their lives are short and full of suffering because they know they have to face off against the Ultra Team. And now I'm making my very own villager transportation rail so that they can go to a, happy place. Hello, cartographer. You've been upgraded from VSTM worker to Ultra Incorporated employee. Please remember that there are no vacation days, your salary is living, and if you ever feel like retiring, well, I have the X. Hey, armorer, welcome to the company. I'm sure you're gonna love the benefits package. Oops, sorry about that. Over the next day or so, I began to make more, frick, what's a legal way I can say this? Cubicles. There we go, cubicles. Yeah. Cubicles for the villagers. Sir, please just get in the minecart. Come on, get in the minecart. You're making this more difficult than it has to be. Thank you. Gosh. Come on, sir. Come on. You were given ample time to say goodbye to your family. The company needs you. Come on. Get in the minecart. Come on. You were given ample time to say goodbye. Now, nitwits, the company has no use for you, so that means you are officially relieved from living. Thank you for your service and have a wonderful afterlife. Yeah. Now I can enslave the children, too. Unfortunately, the next day, it seems my crimes have come back to haunt me, because this guy's charging me 64 emeralds for a gosh dang buck. Yeah, this is what I get for being a businessman. I eventually, finally, after so many tries, got the mending book. Unfortunately, it was going to cost me 43 paper or 64 emeralds, but I didn't have 64 emeralds, so I'm going the paper route. Since it was going to cost me my entire life savings to get a freaking mending book, I decided to rebuild a better sugarcane farm. Now, in true businessman fashion, I decided it was time to go to hell, since my crimes against humanity were going to send me there anyway. Might as well see what I have to deal with. Alright. Here we go, going into the portal. I'm hoping for a fortress or a bastion or something really close to spot. This game is the worst. Well, seeing as how I got the world's unluckiest nether spawn, I gotta go all the way back to my house, grab some blocks so that I can frickin' build over to the biomes and finally be able to loot the place. But first, I went over to the villagers and bought a bow and some arrows so that I can eventually shoot the ghasts when I know they're going to shoot at me, because that's how my luck is. They're just going to shoot me down while I'm bridging. Alright, first things first, I built a safe little box around the portal so that way, if I need to run home or need a spot to just hide and cover, I have this safety net around the portal and I won't just immediately fall into the lava anytime I come through the portal because I got the world's worst spawn ever. Next up, I very, very, very carefully bridged all the way across the frickin' lava lake over to the Wart Forest to hopefully get some pearls and do something with them. I don't know. Please don't shoot at me. 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 Ah! Fortunately, this gas doesn't know that he messed with a world-class marksman and I can snipe him from 10 miles away. After a quick resupply, we're all the way back in hell and hitting these sick shots. First challenge done. After what felt like forever bridging, I finally made it to the Warp Forest and decided to start chopping up the locals. And after a long day in hell, I'm finally back home and can rest my head. Day 24. Honestly, not much happened. I just started setting up new infrastructure for the villagers. The next day, I spent most of my time in the overworld just trying to get these two knuckleheads to give me the books I want, but as you can see, they are being as frustrating as always. But then, I embarked on another journey into hell. This trip was all about finding the Nether Fortress, and looting up anything I wanted to in the meantime. But since time doesn't pass normally in the Nether, it's now day 26. I know that's a little confusing, but you're a big girl and you'll figure it out. Eventually, I made it out of my strip mine and found myself in a crimson forest. Ah, frick. Now that I was outside of the strip mines, I had to spend my time fighting pigs the size of Texas. Honestly, I preferred being in the strip mines. I hate these things. I then decided to do some trading with the locals. Figured I could maybe get myself some pretty decent loot. Honestly, it wasn't worth it. It's the last time I ever trusted a certified dealer from Craigslist. And finally, after a lot of bridging and tunneling, we found it. The Nether Fortress. After not too long of exploring, I was able to find the blaze spawner and kill my very first blaze. After thoroughly looting the Nether Fortress, I was so done with the Nether and just ready to get back home. Oh, my sweet, sweet desert shack, how I've missed you. Hey, villagers, did you miss me? 'Cause I sure missed making profits. My next goal was to level up this cleric to see if he would give me the pearl trade, and unfortunately, he didn't. Day 29, I was exploring the area around my land, and I discovered the Desert Temple, you know, Desert Temple, Desert Temple.
Trampoline, desert, temple, you know. Trampoline, temple.
Anyway, now out of the Desert Temple, I went back to my house and prepared myself for a little journey. I need cows. Yeah, I need the cows. So far, though, all I found is murder. Then I decided to flex my superior archer skills on this nearby skeleton. Yeah, bedrock skeletons got nothing on me. Anyway, after a long night of murder, it decided to thunderstorm outside, which meant I had a long day of murder ahead of me as well.
Alright, that's it. I'm done with the thunderstorm. I'm going to sleep.
After what felt like an eternity, I finally found the cows. Yeah! Unfortunately, finding them was the easy part. Now I have to get them through an entire swamp and desert back to the freaking village. Alright now there, Bishop, we got a long day of work ahead of us, so let's go on and get. I gotta say, even with the leads, this was quite the journey, but hey, all 5 of us made it back alive, and that's all that matters. I then made the cows a nice little cow pen. And yes, I will treat them better than the villagers. Now I could finally start on my enchanting setup. Hello employees, I hope you missed me because I missed making money. I then spent, I kid you not, the entire rest of the day refreshing this guy's trades, trying to get a good enchanted book. Ugh, whatever. Maybe he'll be more cooperative tomorrow. It's tomorrow! Are you ready to cooperate? After a day and some change, he finally offered me what I wanted. You know, is it really me who has the villagers trapped, or have they trapped me? Always in an endless cycle to sell my items to them at a discount and get the best possible prices on items that ultimately don't matter. Do the villagers know the psychological warfare that they've engaged with me, or are they simply looking for the easiest way to make a buck? Anyway, enough existentialism, I gotta expand the wheat farm. Hello, armorer, I've come to buy a shirt from you because I feel like having it. Thanks. Might as well also buy myself a legendary diamond sword. Let's go. And then I sat in my room for the rest of the day, thinking about all the atrocities I've committed. These next 4 days were just all about profits, 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 and more profits. Then I spent all of day 40 just trying to get this librarian to sell me a book that I wanted. This happens a lot. Then the next day I continued making more cubicles so that I can trap the villagers and get more trades. Then I went through the same process of day 40. Just kept on breaking and replacing this lectern until I got the book I wanted. Why does this take so long? The goal is to eventually have a powerful enough enchanting setup that I can get level 30 enchants. Right now we're at 22, so we're getting close. Then I had a long day digging in the desert, only to then go into the mines for coal later that night. Sorry if the past few days have seemed pretty short, but honestly, most of them was just monotonous stuff like this. Breeding cows, smelting glass, trading with villagers, farming. I figured you guys wouldn't want to see the boring stuff, and so I'm trying to skip ahead to the good stuff. Also, there's 1,000 days in this video. Not all of them can be over a minute. I mean, if you really want to see me baking sugarcane for 100 days, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to give you the pin of shame. Day 44, I finally started to enchant my armor. The road to perfection has begun. It's honestly pretty hard to get the enchants you want, but oh boy did I luck out on that pickaxe. Day 45 was mostly spent in the nether, chopping down trees. I might have ran out of oak in the overworld. Day 46, I was able to get Sharpness 3, Looting 3, Sweeping Edge 3, and Unbreaking 3 on my sword. And put Feather Falling 3 on my boots. Overall, pretty decent. If you're wondering why I'm doing all this enchanting and stuff, it's because I'm getting ready to go fight the dragon soon. Yep, you heard me right. That dragon's going down in just a couple of days. And today I spent most of the day making the necessary potions to kill the dragon. Strength 2 was pretty pog to have. Today was all about final preparations, making sure I had everything I could possibly need to fight the dragon, and loot the end cities, and just everything I could potentially need so that I would not be underprepared and that I could have a very fun time with the dragon fight. And on day 49, we set sail on the open ocean. And after quite a bit of sailing, I finally found it, the stronghold. Unfortunately, it was quite low beneath me on an open ocean, so I had to improvise my way down there. I made myself this makeshift breathing hole, and then just stumbled into the portal room. Huh. Well, that was easy. After organizing my inventory one final time, we hopped straight in to the portal. Hello there, Betsy. I'm here to steal your egg. You know, this fight's actually not going too bad. I have most of the towers destroyed already, and she has her...
That, my friends, is why you always carry around ender pearls on you.
Anytime she was in the middle, I would just slap her with my sword until she decided to launch me in the air. Then I would use my amazing water bucket clutch skills to save the day. After all the towers are destroyed, it's just about unlocking your inner Legolas and sniping her in the face a couple hundred times. And then finally, I hit an epic 360 no-scope on the dragon. And freed the end. You know, no matter how many times I do this, the feeling of beating the Ender Dragon never gets old. Well, time to collect my super cool and totally useful trophy. Now we can finally explore the Outer End Islands. Now we could do everyone's favorite activity, bridging through the end, for days at a time. Here I unlocked the uber powerful technique of bridging on air. But then finally, we found it. The End City! Please don't uncrouch, 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 please don't uncrouch. Then we finally reached the city at the end of the game, even though Minecraft's a sandbox game, so is there really an end to Minecraft besides the end? Like, is the end of Minecraft, or is it just the end dimension? Is it like the end of the end, or is it the end? Is it ending the end of the end, or is it ending the end of end? Anyway, none of that matters, because I just unlocked my very first Elytra. Oh, heck yeah. And now we take our very first flight to try and kill this
Gosh dang shulker that's been shooting me for the past, minute.
And honestly, the rest of the end city was pretty easy to loot. If you know how to get through these things, you can do it pretty quickly. I even found some pretty snazzy armor upgrades. Now I can go from Prot 3 to Prot 4. And then I found a near perfect helmet. My gosh, look at that thing. You know, the best way to kill all these shulkers is definitely a water bucket. You can just go in and out of it as you please and then swim up or down. It's pretty easy and helps you block a decent amount of the shulker bullets. The next day I was just flying around the end, looking for more end cities to loot. Ah, would you look at that? More end cities to loot! Have you ever wondered what looting an end city looks like at super speed? Well, here you go. Now you know. Well, it's been fun, but it's time to go back home. Well, we're officially back home, and I'm level 69, so I'm the strongest I've ever been. Now with all my levels, I can re-enchant some of my armor. Prop 4 Thorns 2 on Breaking 3 ain't too bad. I then went and decided to make myself an automatic smelter. I honestly don't know why I hadn't made one of these beforehand, considering glass is my entire wealth. The next day I decided, you know what? Let's take my new elytra on an adventure. I then immediately found an enchanted golden apple. My gosh! This adventure was actually mostly for finding coal. I'm running out of it. I even mined coal all the way into the nighttime of today. I really need it. Day 56, we still at it. Still mining that coal. By the time I got home the next day, I had nearly infinite coal to smelt all my glass. I was then finally able to enchant my elytra and name it after the best airline possible. Now we're on a quest for perfect armor, and with this helmet right here, I have made the perfect helmet possible. And I don't even mind the curse of binding. It's not like I'll ever have to take it off or anything. But because we're aiming for perfect armor now, that means I need to do a lot more trading with these villagers. Day 59 was just more profits and more enchanting. Day 60, we're back down in the mines mining some cobblestone. I need it. For something. Don't be impatient, you'll find out eventually. Yes, profit. Sweet, good lord, yes, profit. Now we're back in hell, because I need to trade with this guy to get Soul Speed 3 so that I can make my perfect boots. Yeah, most of the day was just spent here looking at his feet, waiting for him to trade with me. Now you see why I edit these videos, huh? Freaking jerk didn't even give me what I wanted. But hey, at least I got to visit all of these hot tourist destinations. Next day, we're back in the overworld, and I'm just upgrading all my librarians to see what more books they'll give me. Now, day 64, we're going out into the ocean to build our first build outside of the village. I'm building my very first creeper farm. I need gunpowder for TNT and for rockets, so why not build a creeper farm? Yeah. The farm works so well that the monsters are already spawning down there on the wrong platform. Still at it, building that wall the next day. Now we're back in the nether, mining down trees, because I'm gonna need a lot of trapdoors for this monster farm.
Die with the skeletons! Die! You must all perish! Die! Die!
Oh. Weird. Must have been a dream. Day 66 was all about more nether deforestation. These trees are actually quite useful. And day 67 was spent in the caves mining up more cobblestone. We need a lot for this dang farm. Now, after placing down the final slabs on the roof and eating a piece of steak, the farm is officially done. It is working, and as you can see here, there are, in fact, creepers spawning. Now, on the bright and early morning of day 69, we kill the creepers, and the farm is officially working. I then spent the rest of day 69 just AFK'd here. Sad that we wasted this day 69, but there's about 9 more in this video, so I'm sure we'll do something special for the others. I then checked the profits on day 70, and honestly, that's not too bad. Day 71, we're back on the compound, and back to making these villagers give me what I want. Use the bread! Make me more children! Man, it feels like ages since I've murdered an iron golem. I've missed this. Now I'm in hell for all of my crimes, and the locals are already trying to murder me! But as you can see, I've made it to my very first bastion. Now I just gotta kill all these gosh dang brutes guarding the chests. And in this chest right here, I found the very best loot possible. Pig step. Unfortunately though, this bastion was mostly encased in netherrack, so I didn't really have much room to fly around and just quickly loot all the chests. I had to go meticulously through the structure. But hey, all these gold blocks really do make it worth it. That's quite a lot of money right there. Then the next day, I found a new bastion to loot that was in a crimson forest. As you can see, this one is going flawlessly. Fortunately, I was able to keep my cool, mine my way into this wall, and just chillax. If I didn't have this amazing armor, I definitely would have died there. After getting out of the lava lake, I was able to go up into the bastion and loot all these chests. There was some pretty decent stuff in it. I especially like the netherite scraps. Day 73, I'm still just flying around the nether, looking for cool stuff to loot. Hey, look at that, more cool stuff to loot! This one had some pretty okay stuff, including my very first piece of ancient debris. I was able to loot all of that first bastion and get all the way over to a second bastion pretty quickly. I then looted and conquered this entire bastion very easily because I am the Ultra Team and nothing can stop me.
New bastion, who dis?
Now this was actually pretty crazy. I found a ruined portal that spawned inside of a bastion. I'd actually never seen something like that before. I thought it was pretty cool.
Don't mind me, just gonna sit in the corner here and heal up.
Oh, is that a nether fortress?
Wait, 2.
Useless. Day 75 just doing the same, killing pigs and looting bastions. But then, something horrible happened. My greed caught up with me, and I ran out of rockets. And I don't have any gunpowder or paper to make more, so I'm walking home. I'm only about 500-ish blocks home, but 500 blocks bridging over lava and through this dense and horrible nether terrain, that was gonna take me all day. And all day it did take me, but finally, with that pearl throw, I'm back to my portal. After a long day of bridging, I felt so comfy in my bed. Day 76, the first thing I did was make a jukebox and play the best disc in Minecraft. Boy, 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 boy. As the epic tunes continued in the background, it was time to make my very first piece of netherite, the perfect helmet. And now I can never take it off. The rest of the day was spent AFKing at the creeper farm. I don't want to run out of rockets again. That sucked. Still AFK on day 77. I'd say one more day of AFKing should be enough. Now we're back home, and I just put Thorns 3 and Mending on my diamond leggings. Now I just need some netherite for them. And that's what we're doing today. It's time to go netherite mining. Now we just gotta place down all this TNT I got from the gunpowder farm. And blow it all to smithereens. Well, the first round of explosives didn't yield any results, but I'm sure the second round... Well, that was easy. This second round of explosives definitely yielded more results. That's 2 ancient debris right there. You know, there's something just so satisfying about nuking an entire dimension for its profits. Had to use my first fire res potion to get these 2 because they were underneath a gigantic lake of lava. Well, I'm out of TNT for now, but there's always next time. And now with my massively increased wealth, I could make netherite leggings. How pog. Then after putting Mending and Thorns 3 on my chestplate as well, I made that netherite as well. Only one more piece to go. Later on, I went into this random forest and started shearing all the leaves off the trees. Don't question why. You'll find out sometime later. I woke up on day 81 to find a protest of creepers outside my house. Clearly they weren't too fond of what I was doing in that farm. I then disassembled my enchanting setup. Don't worry, everything will make sense in just a minute. Hello there, Stronghold. I'm back. I've given it away. I'm building an Enderman farm. My creeper farm gives okay XP, but an Enderman farm would be 10 times faster. So the next couple days were just going to be spent doing mindless labor over the void. The Endermen are just already so happy that I'm building this farm for them. Now I gotta go and throw about 1 billion ender pearls at the ground hoping to spawn an endermite. This farm construction's just going lovely. Unfortunately, I ran out of ender pearls, so I gotta go back to the main island and use my makeshift farm to kill endermen and get more ender pearls so that I can make the farm to kill endermen and get ender pearls. This process is so tedious. But finally, I have the endermite, and I named him Fortmite. Now that I have him in place, I gotta do everything I can to keep him alive, because making a new one would be a pain in the butt. The next day I was still working on the farm, and then I accidentally threw myself into the void. Fortunately, I had Elytra on and the power of rockets to save me. Now all I had to do left was put in the enchanting setup so that I could enchant here in the end where the farm is. And just like that, the farm is functional. The Endermen are spawning, and they are pissed at Fortmite for existing. So I spent the next few days slapping the Endermen till their Ender Balls came out, so I could finally get max enchants on my stuff. I just love hearing the constant barrage of Endermen screaming for days at a time. Day 85, I went back home and did a little bit of trading. I then immediately went back to the stronghold. I don't know why I hadn't done this before, but I had the bright idea to make a portal at the stronghold so that I could finally get here faster. Anyway, now that I'm done with hell, I can go back to the actual hell that is listening to Endermen scream for days at a time. The next day, I finally did some actual enchanting, just hoping to get some good stuff on the pieces of gear that I don't have perfected already. I then eventually had enough levels to make myself a perfect Silk Touch diamond pickaxe. It has Curse of Vanishing, but I'm never gonna die, so that doesn't really matter. The farm then randomly stopped working, and I was wondering what was going wrong with it, only to learn that the Endermen had killed Fortmite. They must be Call of Duty fans, I guess. So, with no way to make a new Endermite right now, I just individually slapped each one into the void and called it a day. Now we're back in the overworld and shoveling up all these profits. Day 89, after a lot of trading, enchanting, and grinding, we finally have perfect netherite armor. Let's freaking go! Now that I had a name tag and perfect armor, I could finally go back to the Enderman farm and... Wait a second, this isn't the stronghold. Somehow my two nether portals unlinked. Maybe I'm just bad. Maybe my war crimes have caught up with me. But for now, I'm stuck in the ocean and have no idea where I am. Anyway, I eventually found my way back to the stronghold, and now I'm in the end to fix the Enderman farm. And after a lot more ender pearl throwing, we have Fortmite Chapter 2. Hopefully he's better than the first. Well, now the farm's working again, so I can listen to more Endermen scream for days at a time. Now we're back in the nether trying to fix the portal so I don't get launched into some random cave again. That wasn't fun. Alright, high school math, please don't fail me now. Yeah! Now back at the Enderman farm, with this enchant, I have the 2 swords needed to make a perfect diamond sword. And just like that, I've achieved perfection.
Yes, burn, Enderman. Burn for your sins and crimes against humanity.
Now you may be asking yourself, Ultra, now that we have perfect armor and a perfect sword and pickaxe, what do we do with ourselves? And the answer to that question, as always, is to party like a baller. But now, my friends, it is time to start a new journey. And that, my friends, was my very first sleep at the site of my new house. Yep. After about 100 days of being in this tiny desert house, I will finally be upgrading from a studio apartment to a massive mansion. Now it was time for me to move all my possessions from these chests to these shulker boxes for easier transport. Moving days are always the most tedious days. You just gotta pack everything you own into tiny little boxes and make sure that you don't miss anything, because if you do, you can't get it back. I had to make multiple trips from the village to my new house just because I had so much stuff. But while I was here, I also earned a quick little achievement. This is now the final sleep I'll ever do in this desert hut. And with all that, the shack is officially packed up. Now time for one final harvest of the sugarcane farm. And I gotta pack up all these melons and wheat. Can't forget the netherwort and bamboo either. Well, that's everything packed up. Thanks for the memories, Desert Town. I will miss you. Well, now we're at the location of the new home, and the first thing I did was trap this zombie. I promise you'll never find out why. And then the first part of house construction is just getting the lawn all perfect. Gotta get rid of all these overgrown weeds and flowers. And then I began to terraform the world to my liking. This area actually needed way more terraforming than I originally thought when I picked this location. Just remember how it looks now, because it will not look like this very soon. It's day 96 and I have some generational news. I finally fixed the bitrate. After nearly 100 days of horrible quality and that horrible bitrate, I finally fixed it. I don't know why it took me so long, but as you can see, it's all running smooth now and looking great. And now with the upgraded quality, we can terraform our way to victory. Day 97, I started to explore the caves underneath my new place, and I had to get rid of some, rodents. Now with the cave problem done, I built a new nether portal for us to go through. Oh, how lovely. We spawned in my least favorite biome right next to a lava lake. I love the nether. Hello there, villagers. I'm back. Did you miss me? Yes, I know how much you all love me. Just give me the goods, please. Now we're back in the inn, doing some max tier enchanting on my shovel. I was really gonna need it for all the terraforming we had to do. Oh, Enderman, how much I freaking hate you. Now, with about 1,000,000 Enderman deaths under my belt, I finally got myself a max tier bow as well. I then did some nether terraforming just so I wouldn't have to deal with this lava pool every time I came out of my portal. I don't really feel like dying via that. Day 99, we're back in the desert shoveling, and for once, it's not for profits. Now I was on the search for gravel, but instead I found this abandoned village that I thought was pretty neat. I then found a pillager outpost that was actually not too far away from my house. I might do some experimentation here later. And now I watch the sun rise on day 100. That being said, the grind's not over yet, and right here I just found something I've been looking for a while. Spruce trees! I honestly couldn't believe it taking me 100 days just to find spruce trees, but yeah, these are my first. Here they are. I had also found that gravel I was looking for. I'll show you what I needed it for in just a second. It's been a second, and I needed that sand and gravel to make myself some white concrete powder for the house. You know, it feels kind of weird to be making an outline for my first house when we're on day 100, 10% the way through the video, but yeah. That's how I roll. Originally, day 100 was going to be the final day of this video, and I was going to do 100, 200, 300, and then 1,000. But for reasons you'll see in a couple minutes, I couldn't do that. So now, this is just 10% of the way through. That being said though, 100 days of living in hardcore is nothing to scoff at. I'm still very proud of how far we've come. And then I watched a glorious sunrise onto day 101. Day 101, we're back on the grind building the house because I need a place to live. I then proceeded to make myself some gigantic spruce trees because I was going to need those for the house. I then decided to make myself a mega tree that I was going to chop down all at once. Now we're just back to outlining the house. And then it was time to water my house so that way the concrete powder would become actual concrete. And this is what I needed all that spruce wood for. It's time to put the slabs down. Day 104. All we did today was add a path outside the house and more slabs inside the house. The next day, we then finally finished the slabbing. I then immediately decided to tear up the bottom of my house. I thought that the house would actually look better with the concrete in the floor instead of one above it. And as I'm placing all this new glass in, I'm definitely thinking that, yeah, this looks better. I also decided to terraform a little bit more of this mountain to give myself a kind of a backyard back here. The next day I decided I want this back area to be kind of like a pool. As I was constructing the pool, I went out to get more water and I found this pretty cool hole. I decided to name it the Pit of Doom and would come back to it later. And now that I finally have this nice luxurious pool, maybe people will finally think I'm cool. Now we're in the nether trying to get some glowstone for the house and the pool. Oh hey, look at that, a bastion I haven't raided yet, let's go! As is the same with all the other bastions I looted, it went down flawlessly because no one can stop the Ultra Team. I must always let the pigs and magma cubes know that they are no match for me, and that is why I steal all their precious riches. The next day I moved all my shulker boxes to the front of my house. I promise that these will only be here temporarily and definitely aren't going to stay in this exact same spot for the next 700 days. And now with the debris I got from the bastions, I was able to make my perfect sword, Netherite. Day 109, I decided to make myself an iron farm and name this shulker box accordingly. Remember when I used to live here like 2 weeks ago? Good times. Day 110 was mostly spent at the creeper farm. I'm running low on rockets again and I need those to collect the resources for the iron farm. The next day was then spent obsidian mining. I need quite a bit of it for this iron farm. And hey, would you look at that? I found a savannah village. Alright sir, please get out of your bed. I need to sleep here. Hey, get off me, get off me. Hey! After a horrible night with the savannah people, I decided to take it out on the local nitwit. He doesn't deserve to live anyway. After that debacle, I went back to obsidian mining. I'm having so much fun. Now I'm back at home, still just getting the necessary resources. Then I was making a name tag, and my cousin chose the name. He chose Zombie Slayers of the Undead Puss. This name tag has so much lore behind it, and you don't even understand. Hey, sir, you seem to be on fire there. You need some help? You want some water? Like, oh,
Okay.
Well, I don't know how we got here, but now it's day 115 and the iron farm has been constructed. I decided to go with a portal-based design to maximize efficiency and convenience. Now it was time to create all the pods for the beds. This is where the villagers will sleep and produce iron. Yeah. And now it's time to do even more bridging over lava lakes. This reminds me of 100 days ago. And now we're back in the desert town to abduct the villagers to use in the iron farm. And now we're building a railroad through the nether to get to the iron farm so I can place the villagers in their pods. Welcome to your new home. The company thanks you for your services. Yes, don't worry. Your families will be taken care of through our life insurance policies.
Please remember that any and all children will be enslaved for the iron farm. Thank you for your services.
Come on, sir. Stop being difficult. Get out of the nether portal. You're just making this harder for yourself. Man, who knew villager abduction would be so tedious? So I've got good news and bad news. The good news is there's only one pod left at the iron farm. The bad news is I've run out of adult villagers, so we're gonna have to get creative. Hey, armorer, I got a new job for you. You're gonna love it. You get to sleep. And just like that, all the villagers are in their pods. And now we're back in hell, building the place where the iron golems will be burned to death forever. Kind of ironic, it's over a lava lake. And just like that, the kill chamber was ready, but these piglins decided to use it as a hot tub. Hey, pillager tower, it's been a couple weeks. How you doing? I now have to get a pillager from this tower all the way back to the iron farm, which is at spawn. This is going to be a hassle. The next step in this process is to let this guy shoot his crossbow at me until it breaks. I kid you not, this took 21 minutes of me sitting here. I hated it. Now, with his crossbow broken, his AI was kind of in a weird state where he wouldn't follow me or try to attack me or chase me or anything at all. He just kind of did nothing. Well, looks like we're going home the hard way using a boat, a piston, and a button. I then had the pretty smart idea of just pushing up the boat using a bunch of grass blocks stacked on top of each other. That way he'll be high enough that I can just do a straight line from where he is to my house. And so that's what I did. This line goes straight to my house, which has my nether portal, which I will then have to transport him through. And now I have to place rails in the nether all the way from my home nether portal to the nether portal at spawn. This is gonna take forever. A long day of railing we did. Rail. Alright, sir, time for you to go through the portal and start your new life at the iron farm. Alright, sir, enjoy the ride on up. You're gonna love it up there. Oh gosh, no, he's going back down! Finally, after like 5 tries of trying to get him up there, he's finally in. No! What the frick? How did you get out? Why are you standing on that block? Get back in your pod, bruh!
Alright, you three, get back in your pod. Get back in the gosh dang pod or we're gonna have some serious No! We got a red alert code 7. Red alert code 7. The villager has escaped the pod. Has escaped the pod.
You guys know Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Well, I just like to call it Ultra Team building an iron farm. Alright, we got problem number 2 solved. The villager's officially back in his pod, and with that, back in his bed. Now we gotta go solve problem 1. Alright, and just like that, he's in his hole, he's bouncing, and he's named Subscribe to the Ultra Team. You should totally do that, by the way.
Alright, excuse me, pardon me. Okay, we just gotta dismantle this portal now so that golems will stop spawning here, and they will spawn in the actual golem trap. And yes, finally, golems spawning and dying. Well, I'm gonna do an AFK test, see how well the iron farm works. See you guys in a couple days.
Burn, my sweet child. Burn. The suffering of your kind brings me profits.
And hey, from where I'm standing, that's quite a lot of profits. I then made a cataclysmic mistake and went AFK at the creeper farm. So, you guys remember how on day 100 I said this? But for reasons you'll see in a couple minutes, I couldn't do that. Well, that was because days 135 to 167 just don't exist. Yeah, welcome to day 168. I wrote on this sign here that apparently they were AFK, and you can see by the day counter there that it is day 168, but yeah, I don't have footage for them.
It's gone. I can't show it even if I wanted to. Hey, you guys remember that thing I said about Murphy's Law? I was right. Anyway, yeah, I am sorry that those days are gone, but we still have 800 plus days left in this video, and today is all about exploring. Now we are in the new snapshots for 1.19, at least they were new when I recorded this. Now 1.19 is almost 4 years old. Anyway, we're exploring around to see what I can find for the new update. And what I found so far is nitwits that need to be taken care of. I've told you many times I hate these guys. Ugh, is that more nitwits I see? Get them! Get them all! And now on the next day, I found myself a goat. Ah yes, thank you for the achievement, sir. Your life no longer serves a purpose. And now I'm in, I believe, my very first lush cave of the world. Well, it's been fun, but I think it's time for me to head home. Well, I ran out of rockets again. Looks like I'm walking home. Again. Ah, finally, after a long day of traveling, we're back home. And hey, I got a free achievement too! Well, hey, at least the iron farm still works. This thing caused significant problems in the world, so I'd be kind of upset if it didn't. And now I'm making a pen for my axolotls that I saved from the lush cave. Okay guys, you just keep being cute and swimming, I'm gonna go kill some people. And now we're back at the creeper farm. Not to AFK, but to capitalize on the enormous amount of profits I have. And now we're back in the nether, ready to nuke it for all of its resources again. Yes, yes! More nuclear destruction, more! I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but I kind of love nuking the nether. And now we're leaving the nether with 20 ancient debris. I'd say that's a pretty good haul. I then sat in my house all day, thinking about all the horrible choices I've made. Alright, excuse me, pardon me. Which one of you sells the tools again? Ah, thank you. Hello, Enderman Farm. I've returned to commit more atrocities. Nah, I actually just returned to make my axe perfect, so that way I can put netherite on it too. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Hey, cartographers, I know it's been a while, but can you still hook me up with some deals? And now I'm back at the Enderman Farm one more time to make all of my legendary tools netherite. Including the best tool of them all, a netherite hoe, for some serious dedication. And now we're back at home, prepping up for another big adventure. We're back in the end, and for once it's not at the Enderman Farm. I decided to do a little bit more end busting. Now that I have perfect armor and tools, this is mostly just for shulker shells, ender chests, and other various goodies I might find in the chests. So yep, that's all I did for the next couple days. Loot a city, fly away, find a new one, kill their shulkers. Yeah, we bust in the end, no trust around the band. Yeah, we got all the riches, now we put them in ditches. Hey, Fletcher, thanks for all the bows, and no, I won't round up for charity. And now we're crafting a whole bunch of dispensers. You'll find out why in a minute. Come on now, you little sheeple, I got plans for you. Oh, sorry sir, this is a whites-only pen. And now we're in the jungle, and about to experience the worst glitch I've ever experienced. This, my friends, is entity corruption. A quick little summary as to what entity corruption is. In the snapshot I was playing on 22W16B, there is a chance that entities could get corrupted and then immediately crash the world anytime they existed. This parrot is one of those entities. I obviously didn't know what it was at the time or why the world kept crashing, but I will eventually learn, and fortunately this only happened twice, once with this parrot and once you'll see later. Well, after taking care of the parrot problem, it's now day 182, and we're in my very first mangrove swamp. These things are pretty cool. Unfortunately, this one was pretty dang tiny. It had like 2 or 3 trees, but hey, just getting the mud and the wood is pretty nice. And now finally, what I was actually looking for, a gravel mountain! I need a ton of gravel for the concrete that goes on my house, and so finding a mountain of it was pretty nice. The next day, we're back home, and now I have a mangrove tree on my property. I can now make infinite of them. Anyway, now we're collecting the sand for that gravel. Fortunately, this was a lot easier to find. I own a desert. I then spent all of day 185 just making and breaking concrete. Now we're roofing in the hot midday sun. When will my life ever get a break? Oh, look at that texture, all those cute little sheep babies. It'd be a shame if they ruined it in a new drop or something. Now we're mining up all this quartz. I need it for something to do with the sheep. But first, I need more sheep, so I'm starting a gigantic wheat farm. And when I say gigantic, I mean gigantic. This is a multi-day project. And now, 2 days later, we can finally start planting the seeds.
Ah, frick. Sheep containment breach. Sheep containment breach. They're trying to escape. No.
And now it's time to begin Operation Wool Farm. I made a bunch of these sheep shearing pods so I could have all the wool I need for day 200 when we go to the ancient city and fight the warden. Yep, you heard me right, day 200. I want to kill the warden and conquer an ancient city. So that's why I'm making the wool farm. The warden can't hear anything that happens on wool, and I'm not taking my chances against a guy that could two-shot me. And bam, just like that, all the sheep are inside their sheepy pens. Hopefully 1 week's worth of wool production is enough to fight the warden. I mean, hey, so far we've gotten about a stack just while building the farm, so I'd say that's some good rates. Hello, Blazes, I've come to steal your rods. I kinda ran out. Get your butt over here, boy, I'm coming for them tentacles! You guys won't mind if I come and steal some of these carrots now, will ya? Hey, thanks. I needed those for golden carrots so I can make night vision potions and just eat golden carrots. They're the best food source in the game. Oi! Get off my roof, you hooligans! Alright, it's time to do as much preparation as possible. I'm not dying to an underground hobo. Alright, I got a couple potions, you know, just in case. Alright, day 199. This is everything I'm bringing. And no, I don't think it's too much. I also decided to make myself a pretty stylish shield. I think it turned out alright. Well, here we are. Day 200. We're 20% done with this amazing video. If there's anything I've learned from these past 100 days, it's that I should not AFK at the creeper farm ever again. Anyway, now I gotta try and find myself an ancient city. That warden's going down. And after quite a bit of digging, we've done it. We found the ancient city. I gotta say, I don't often fear anything in Minecraft, even in hardcore, but this made me feel mortal again. The plan was simple. Use wool to make sure I don't make a single sound while bridging, building, mining, or opening the chests. And if I summon the warden, run. Alright, we're just gonna jump down here, not make a sound, and... Frick. Alright, the whole chest is in case. Let's hope it doesn't make a sound. Ah, it made a sound. Frick. Alright, let's just grab the stuff, get out of here, and make sure that the... Hey there, bud. I'm sorry for waking you up. My bad, G. But hey, we're chill, right? I didn't technically do anything wrong, alright? I want you to know that I sat up here on this wool block for 5.5 minutes, not moving a single muscle or drinking this potion because I thought the warden was gonna shoot me into space. Anyway, after the warden finally left us alone, I was able to loot my second chest and find Swift Sneak 3. I gotta say, Swift Sneak is one of the best enchantments ever added to Minecraft. It's honestly up there with stuff like mending. Ooh, some diamonds. Alright, let's just place some wool so I don't get the warden called on me. No, not again, please. Please, not again. Get the diamonds, get the diamonds, get the diamonds, get the diamonds and run, get the diamonds and run, get the diamonds and run, get the diamonds and run. He's behind me. Well, we finally escaped that guy. Now I can finally get back to looting this dang place. Oh, come on, what did I even do that time, man? I didn't even do nothing, man. Come on, this is stupid. This is rigged. Alright, you know what? This is stupid. I've had enough. Warden, you're going down, man. Alright, 3, 4, boom. We gotta just keep hitting them with that bow, shield, wombo combo. Come on, yeah! Now that I've defeated the warden, my confidence is at an all-time high. I can finally mine these diamonds without worrying for my life. Well, ancient city, it's been terrifying. I'm ready to never come back to this place again. At least not for a couple 100 days. Day 203, we're finally back at home and out of the ancient city. I'm so glad to be gone. Now we're just jamming out to the third best disc in the game and exploring all this new skulk stuff. Skulk sensors are pretty cool, not gonna lie. I then had the wonderful idea to infest the entire pillager tower with skulk. Don't worry guys, it spreads everywhere. As I was coming home, I stumbled across this zombie villager. I'd love to take him home and experiment on him a little bit.
Die, pillager scum, die! I'm sending you all to hell where you belong!
These are the sounds of the tormented pillagers after I sent them to hell. Oh hey, would you look at that, another zombie villager in my backyard. Alright you two, here's the vaccine, and yes, I promise it's 100% safe. Hey, that means the vaccine's worked, let's go. Wait, is he re-killing him? Oh gosh. Hey bud, sorry about that. Yeah, that's definitely my fault. I got one more dose of the vaccine. After a day of letting the vaccine settle, I've had myself 2 cured villagers. And hey, considering I have a wool farm, I'd say 6 wool for an emerald is pretty dang good. And now, I'm doing my first real harvest of the wheat farm. It takes a little bit to break all the crops. The replanting process takes just as long, if not longer. And now the next day, I'm making my very first map wall. And now we're making the bottom of the pool white. I don't know why I didn't do this 100 days ago. And then finally, I finished up my roof. Now I won't get rain on these wood floors. Yes, yes, villagers, keep giving me the constant flow of profits. Alright, villagers, here you are. Take the bread, I'm gonna need some more babies. Oi! That child stole the bread! Get him! Hello there, zombie villager. How would you like to come into my home? Oh no, guys, I left for 2 minutes, now everyone's a zombie again. What happened, bro? Hey, glad to see everyone's doing alright. I really don't know what happened, guys. I'm sorry about that. Now we're starting construction on the basement and the second floor. However, the basement's much more important, because that's where the villagers will live. I wonder what makes this stew so suspicious. Oh gosh, I'm blind! And now I'm in the nether, doing a whole other side quest, because I can't spend 10 days just doing one thing. Ah yes, more bastion looting, as if I haven't already asserted my dominance over these useless pigs. Nah, this is what I'm actually in the nether for. Wither skulls. I'd like to build myself a wither skeleton farm, but for that I need a fortress inside of a soul sand valley, and this one seems to be a pretty good
Hey, dude, what the heck? Do you mind?
It seems the piglins are protesting my new wither skeleton farm. I guess it's time to do a 1v30.
Perish, you insignificant scum. Perish.
You know, I really gotta stop running out of rockets in the nether. Anyway, now back at home, I wrote down the coordinates for the good fortress, so that way I wouldn't forget. And now we harvest the very, very profitable carrots. Screw the carrots, I'm back in hell! Now I'm back in the overworld and underground, and I just found myself a brand new deep dark. I was looking for an ancient city because I did not get enough disc fragments to make disc 5. I have 8 and I need 9. Unfortunately, though, it seems I haven't learned my lesson about looting these places because I just activated the Shrieker again and woke up Dad. He's pretty angry. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Someone liked my new video. I wonder if it'll do good or not. I guess we'll never know. Now, after I've looted all of the ancient city, I guess it's time to head home. And hey, I can finally listen to that new disc. Let's see how it sounds. This is creepy. I'm definitely not listening to that again. Anyway, we're now listening to much better tunes and farming these wither skeletons. I want to kill that wither. And now, about 10 minutes later, we finally got our third wither skeleton skull. I know it says 2, but the third one's back at home. Now on day 222, we're doing final preparations. The wither's going down today. Hey, pillagers, here's a fresh wither to deal with. You guys have fun with that. I don't know about you, but I feel 22. Everything will be alright when you can be next to you. Do you know about me? Like what you wanted to. Everything will be alright when you just keep dancing like we're 22. 22. Huh. I guess my singing was too cursed for the game to handle. So it turns out the truth is actually way worse than that. You guys remember when I said there are 2 mobs that cause entity corruption? Unfortunately, the Wither is the second of those 2. Yeah, so right now, everything possible that could have gone wrong went wrong. I was trying to find the entities, then I had to relog into Microsoft, and then my Wi-Fi cut out, and then everything just went horribly wrong all at once. Well, now it's day 223 and we have a beacon. I don't know where I got it. I don't have the footage. The Wither is dead somehow. Oh well. Now with beacon powers, I can finally build my basement. No, I'm not kidding. That's why I got the beacon. Excuse me, sir. There will be no selling of foreign goods on my land. Day 224, still just insta-mining the basement. I will say having haste 2 is very nice for this. Today was just a nothing day. I swear like 90% of the footage for today is literally just me staring at the floor. Day 226, I'm making the whole basement white concrete, and today's the first day of placing that in. Now we engage in the delicate process of watering the floors. And hey, while we're at it, might as well water the walls too, am I right? Now unfortunately for the roof, we had to grab a bunch of the pre-watered stuff, you know, just so it wouldn't fall on my head a lot. But hey, just like that, the basement is fully constructed. Mostly. Now we're just digging out the pods for where I want each villager to go. Now we're mining out the pods for the villagers to go, and I want these to be white as well. Now the basement is finally fully done, except for the villagers. But the building itself done. Then the next day, you know, kind of a chill day, you know? Just tending to my farms, relaxing, hanging around, you know? Just chilling out.
Enough chilling, we're back in hell murdering. Day 2, 3, 4, we're back in the overworld and back to fighting the Wither again. I'm not letting entity corruption win. Well, hey, so far the game hasn't crashed, so I'm gonna take that as a good sign that... I'm frozen, aren't I? Aw, dang it. Well, the Wither's gone. I'm not dead. It's technically a win. However, it doesn't really feel like one. Hello everyone, my name's the Ultra Team, and welcome back to day 234. This is actually like a week later, it's about day 250. However, I'm using the exact same stuff I had on day 234 to refight the Wither, because I felt we were copped out of at least 2 Wither fights. So, here I am doing it a 3rd time. Let's get started. And just like that, that's it. Boom. Wither dead. On day 234. This is what would have happened if the freaking entity corruption glitch wasn't happening. But yes, the Wither is dead. We finally won. On camera, at least. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Anyway, back to the video. Now we're going back to the Pillager Tower. I promise it's not for another Wither. Yep, day 235, I'm starting a raid. Fighting the Wither and doing a raid back to back, you know, that seems like fun. I figured I defeated the 3 bosses of Minecraft, why not defeat the 4th unofficial one? I then had the pretty smart idea of hiring some help. These guys aren't cheap, but hey, they do work fast. And after committing genocide to the nth degree, me and the gang became the hero of the village. However, nothing I do to these villagers is particularly heroic. Well, after all the war and violence these past few days, I really just need a day of relaxing, so I'm making myself a pumpkin farm. The villagers buy them, the golems use them, it's a win-win. Peace is overrated, let's do more wars! And while fighting this war, I did have to pop my very first totem. However, I have at least like 5 more, so it's all fine. And with this arrow shot, I have officially defeated a max tier raid. I am virtually unkillable, Ultra Team never dies. Well dang. They destroyed part of my farm while I was fighting that war. I guess we gotta rebuild now. JK, I'm going to hell again. I'm building a giant platform for wither skeletons to spawn on, and for that I need a lot of nether bricks, so I'm destroying the nether fortress for its nether brick. So yeah, that's all I did for the next few days, was break in place and break in place and break in place and break in place and break. This skeleton here thought he could take on the entire Blaze army by himself, but this skeleton was wrong, because this skeleton's not the Ultra Team, nor is he a bedrock skeleton, so he was doomed from the start. Anyway, day 242, I was collecting up my vast sums of iron. I'm gonna need them for tomorrow. And this is what I needed that iron for. I'm doing even more wars. Hey, yo, bro, watch the crops. Watch the crops. I just planted those. Bro, watch the crops. Bro, watch the crops! After defeating that war, I feel ambitious enough to build another farm. Oh, shoot, but I'm mining cobblestone.
Oh, guys, what the frick you doing on this side of the portal? I paid you to be in the overworld, gosh dang it.
And now we're in the end, underneath the end portal, because I'm going to build a wither killer.
Don't mind me just sitting here watching the tutorial in the background.
This part wasn't in the tutorial, but I think it's a pretty crucial step. Alright, the wither killer should be all good to go. Hey, that didn't happen in the tutorial. Okay, so after playing on that previous snapshot for like 3 weeks, I finally updated to the newest snapshot at the time, 22W19A. So we're praying that this will finally fix the entity corruption glitch. Alright, we're in the world. The Wither hasn't crashed just yet. Things are looking good. And oh my gosh, I think we actually did it. Holy crap, entity corruption is gone, crab rape! Yep, I'm not kidding. It's 100% official. Entity corruption is gone. This is the 3rd Wither I've spawned and killed at the farm, and everything seems to be working perfectly fine. The following footage was filmed in front of a live studio audience. Starting the stream. Hello everyone, my name is the Ultra Team and I'm streaming because I want more beacons. Hey, I already got
I thought that tree was going to be really annoying to cut down, because it was like
Wait,
The
are you
ones with, like, the crazy leaves.
Nugget,
But,
I got
like,
that. Nugget, I got that streamer loot. I already have 2 skulls. I got that streamer luck. Watch this, guys. Dang it. Nugget, how lazy am I?
What?
How lazy am I?
Sure.
Well, that's not an answer.
It's an answer, just not one that you had expected or wanted.
I guess. Just build roll. Oh no, I hit the pigs! Alright, so, you guys don't get to see my house, but, here's a little, I guess, sneak peek. These are all my iron golems. I spawned them myself. And now I gotta just quickly...
Using commands. This isn't a real hardcore world after all.
Shut up.
He is cheating.
No, I'm
For
not.
real? For real?
Nah,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
Michael, if
cheat.
you're not cheating, show us your house. That's the only factual way to prove that you're not cheating.
Alright,
Show us the
I'll show it
commands
for,
log.
I'll show it for 0.2 seconds.
Nah,
Boom. There. I showed my house.
not good enough. There needs to be enough that it's no longer a surprise.
Alright, mate. It's good enough, mate. Yeah.
See, Jay said it's good enough, so that means it's good enough.
Good enough, mate. I didn't even see anything, but it's fine.
Nope.
Let's do a podcast right now. Hey guys, welcome back to the Ultra Podcast, episode 352. Today's episode is daily inconveniences. Now, the reason I would like to discuss this topic of daily inconveniences is because it affects everyone a lot. Now, one I have is when my shoelaces become slightly untied and I step on them. Even though they don't untie and I don't trip, it's still kind of mildly inconvenient. Every single achievement, even the hidden one.
Advancement.
Advancement, same difference. Okay. What is the difference between achievement and advancement?
Advancement advances your story. Achievement is a thing that you do to celebrate your story.
That's the exact same thing.
I can show you my statistics though. Look at this. Number of deaths, 0. And I've killed 267 blazes. How many wither skeletons have I killed? 629. Dang.
I know what it's like to lose hardcore worlds. Oh, you're on the stream. You're coming pretty close to dying.
Nah, I'm not that. I am not close to dying.
Well, you're at 3 hearts, so I don't know.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I know exactly what I'm doing though. I'm not like.
That's fair.
I'm not like frantically
You're like
panicking.
genuinely one of the best people I know in Minecraft.
Thank you. Dude, there's a gas stuck right here.
Oh, what the heck? Yeah, that gas is just chilling. Bro's just chilling.
I just meleeed a ghast with my netherite chest plate.
Did you kill it?
Yeah.
Bruh.
I wonder how many people can say that they killed a ghast with their netherite chest plate. Like, not the thorns.
Not
on it,
many.
But, like, the actual item of the netherite chest plate. Yeah. It's like...
Imagine moving out next year.
What do you mean next year? That's like 4 months.
Next school year.
Yeah. Imagine not being able to talk.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, you can shut up now.
Give me one more skull, please. I just need one more skull, then I can go back to the overworld and leave you guys alone for like 20 minutes. Yes, I got it. See
You
ya,
got the skull,
losers.
bruh.
See you guys later. Ultra Team out. Peace.
Now we're back to the voiceover. I had a really fun time doing that stream, and did quite a few more for 1K days, so if you want to see them as they happen for 2,000 days, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, unfortunately, the next 20-ish days don't have sound. I had a recording it bug, so we're just gonna try and speed through them all. Today was spent killing those withers we just grinded.
And today was all about exploring. The official release of 1.19 is finally out, so we are just going around trying to see if we can find stuff. Day 258, we finally have ourselves a sextuple beacon, and you gotta make sure you color the beacons, otherwise is it really a sextuple beacon, alright? Day 259, it's time. Goodbye, Megatree. Don't get me wrong, I love Megatree, I really do, but it was time for it to go. Now with Megatree cleared out, it was time to test my powers with a max tier raid.
Bro, look at these slackers just swimming in the pool while I'm fighting off a whole army.
And today we're starting on new infrastructure around the house. I'm building a sugarcane farm right next to the wheat farm. Each one of these holes is where water needs to go. Still at it, day 263. Okay, interesting trades. I deem you useless. Alright, and with the burning of this pillager captain, the farm is done for now. I just gotta wait for the sugarcane to grow so I can plant more. Now we're working more on the melon and pumpkin farm. Gotta expand that too. Oh, hey, this guy's back already. Hey, you know what? Those are actually some pretty decent trees.
That won't save you from your demise.
Now that the sugarcane's grown a little more, we can continue expanding. Now we just gotta bone meal all these melons so we can start profiting. And now we're adding a new addition to the basement of the house. Down here's where the villagers are gonna live, so I spent the day making it just oh so cozy for them. And today was spent digging out the tunnel system. This will take villagers from inside their sleeping area to these pods in which they will live forever and serve me. A long day of railin' waited. Then I moved the beds into the new sleeping area. The villagers are gonna love it. Hey, villagers, come on, your beds are downstairs. It's safe, I promise. For some reason, the villagers just don't seem to trust me, so I had to boat each one of them downstairs. And hey, would you look at that? The whole system's working. We're getting the villagers from the breeding room into their pods. Alright, just gotta make myself a quick trip to the iron farm and oh gosh no!
You know, of course it was the iron farm that did this to me again.
You know, it really does take burning in your own iron farm to make you have a greater perspective on life and the things that you have. Anyway, today's another exploratory day, and I've just found myself my very first Mushroom Island. It's pretty cool. So I'd like to take this time to talk about someone near and dear to me. As you've probably realized, or whatever, the first part of this video was filmed a long time ago. I think the first 500-ish days were filmed in 2022. And in real life, this is around the time in 2022 when Technoblade unfortunately passed away. And I want to take this little time to talk about him and make this like a tribute to him. Technoblade was a magnificent YouTuber, storyteller, person. There's just so many amazingly positive things I could say about him. I remember the first time I watched one of his videos back in 2020. I watched him take over the Dream SMP, nuke everyone, and then I found his Skyblock series, The Great Potato War, and all the other videos. And I just immediately fell in love with his personality, his humor, the way that he was just so monotone, but also so vibrant at the same time, was amazing and just so fun to watch. He was the embodiment of what I wanted in hilarious Minecraft content. Like, he was so good at what he did. And what he did was slaughter and conquer and anarchy and all of that stuff. Watching the finale of the Dream SMP where he nuked Lemamberg is a memory I will forever cherish, watching that live. And just everything wonderful that he did with his life, with his YouTube channel, and everything. Technoblade, I miss you so much. We all do. And I hope that your soul may forever rest in peace. You absolute legend. Now, back to the grind. While I was making all that stuff for Technoblade, I happened to make myself a second netherite sword with Smite 5 on it, and it absolutely demolishes these wither skeletons. Now we're back in the caves, and I'm looking for redstone. I need it for a project. Oh, are those diamonds? Useless! And now I'm trying to make a redstone contraption for my very own design, which is never a good sign. Alright, I think I can figure this out. Probably. Well, hey, would you look at that? Experimental prototype V1 works. Kind of. So, I want to make myself an automatic mud machine. But the problem is that the empty glass bottles keep getting stuck in the dispenser, which clogs up the system, which is making everything worse. So, my thought here is, okay, I will add this chest, it'll take out the empty bottles, and everything will be fine. But what I don't realize is that this redstone torch will make it so nothing ever comes out of the dispenser at all. Do you guys think I'll find a tutorial on mud farm sorting system if I Google it? Alright, so this is the sorting thing I gotta build underneath the mud farm if I want it to, work properly. So, let's do that. Alright, let's test it out again. It seems it's working. I think, yeah, okay, nope, it's broken again. Past me thinks this is a nightmare. Future me thinks, why didn't you just go find another mangrove forest? It wasn't that hard. Well, hey, after a week of trying, we finally got it to work. I still think it would have just been easier to go find a mangrove forest, but whatever, I made a machine. Enough building machines, now we're in the end building a beacon. Is a beacon a machine? I don't know, whatever, there's no redstone. I then spent all of the next day mining down an obsidian pillar. I'm having fun. I dropped out of college for this. Day 297. Sorry, I messed up the audio again, so there's no sound for the next 8 days. However, today we're making a to-do list. I just filled up this entire wall with a bunch of stuff that I would love to do in this world, and some of these we're going to be doing pretty soon. The first thing we're doing is getting sharpness 5 on my axe, but I've been breaking and placing this lectern all day, and I haven't even seen a single bit of sharpness come from this guy. Hey, bro, you see your friend here? You see how he's drowning? That's because he didn't offer me sharpness. Now, are you going to end up like him, or are you going to give me that Sharp 5 book? Alright, let's see what this book is.
The Bane of Okay, listen up here, villager. You offer me sharpness 5 right now, or the next arrow's going in between your eyes.
And finally, after an excessive amount of torture, he offered me sharpness 4. I'll take it at this point. And we've done it. It's day 300. We're 30% done. I like to try and do something special for every 100th day, so for day 300, we're refighting the Ender Dragon. I gotta say, it's definitely a lot more fun to fly around and shoot these things than it was to pillar up to them 250 days ago. And hey, now that all the pillars are gone, the dragon's very easy to— Wait a second, what the heck happened to my beacon?
Alright, come here, nerd. I'm getting vengeance for that beacon. That was pretty expensive, you know. How dare you do— Hey, whoa. How is it that I was closer to dying in this fight than I was on the fight that happened on day 50 with no elytra or totems or anything? Anyway, the dragon's dead. Hey, Techno, if I sued the dragon for damages on that beacon, do you think I'd win?
And on day 301, I celebrated 300 days in hardcore Minecraft with a gigantic barrage of fireworks. Day 302, we're back to making mud. Why do I insist on doing this the hard way? Day 303, we're starting work on a brand new project. And this project is going to require a heck of a lot of terraforming, so that's all I did today. The next day, I set up a double beacon and then went straight back to terraforming. Hey, Jeffrey, I'm gonna need you to move, please. Thanks. What? Still terraforming day 306. However, we're almost done. I can finally show you what the project is. And here it is. I'm building Mudtown. Mudtown is a nice little town I'm building in the swamp for some swamp villagers to live in. I figured we have these new mud blocks and we don't have any swamp villages. Might as well make my own. Now we're just doing a little bit of exploring to see what's around. Is that? Oh, yes! I told you the mud machine was worthless. Look how big this thing is. Yes! I kid you not, this forest is literally gigantic. I spent the entire rest of the day just mining mud. It's every kid's dream to just play in a giant forest of mud. Now back in Mudtown, our mud supply is through the roof, so we can finally get to building this thing for real. Construction on Mudtown is going pretty dang good. We already got 2 buildings done and we're building the path to the 3rd. And now we're adding some windows to these houses. I want the villagers here to actually feel like they're living in luxury, unlike the ones that are currently trapped in my basement. Hey, villagers trapped in my basement, how do you do? Back on that construction grind, this mud ain't gonna pack itself. Man, I hate roofing in the hot sun. Why don't I ever give myself a break? I gotta say, there's something really fun about building a town that's all my own design. Obviously, it's inspired by the normal Minecraft villages, but this one just has my own twist to it, and I like that. Unfortunately, one of the main ingredients for Mudtown is also wheat, so I occasionally have to come back to the house and harvest my giant wheat field. Now, the breaking doesn't take too long, and it's actually pretty fun. It's just the placing that gets you. Well, now we've gone from placing seeds to placing blocks. At least this is a little bit more fun. The hardest part of house making is making sure you lay out all your wood correctly. If you get it in the wrong spot, you're gonna get splinters. Remember, kids, if your mud isn't facing the right way, we're gonna have some serious problems. I then started working on the interior for this house. I was worried it might be a little bit too big, but then I remembered your mom exists, so we're all good. Why won't the wheat just grow faster? Hello, basement dwellers. I brought you some more beds, so get to work on making me some children. I also made a crap ton of beds for the people of Mudtown. They're gonna need it.
I am officially losing my mind waiting for this gosh dang wheat.
So I did what any sane person would do and went straight to hell.
Don't you tempt me places, I'll do it. I'll set off this bed right now. I'll freaking do it, man. Oh, you wanna go too, Pigman? Alright, I'll set it off. I'll set us off. If I'm going down, you're coming with me.
Wait. Sorry, y'all. It's been a crazy week. Anyway, we're back in Mudtown now. The next day, we're still at it, building these mud condos. Now we're adding mud paths all over the town. It's almost time to bring the villagers here. Hey, would you look at that? It's time to bring the villagers here. However, that does mean I have to build another gigantic railroad across the nether. This ghast heard that I was trying to treat my villagers right for once and was reasonably pissed off. Hey sir, how would you like some freedom? Just make sure you don't tell the others. A long night of push, and I did. But finally, Mudtown has its very first resident. Hey sir, thank you for being the second volunteer. Enjoy your ride! I know this looks the exact same, but it's actually a completely separate clip of me pushing a villager on this rail. And hey, would you look at that? I now have a third villager all the way to Mudtown. Don't mind me, just gonna stand in the corner and watch. Hey, did it work? Yeah, we have swamp people! Then that night, I decided to build a wall around the Mudtown. I don't know why, I feel like someone told me it was important or something. I then spent all of the next day trading with the people of Mudtown. I gotta make sure their economy is absolutely booming. I dropped into the ancient city 100 times, and this is what happened. I have an idea for something I want to do to the ancient city, but in order to do that, I need to first get rid of all these gosh dang shriekers. Now, in case you thought that sounded like an easy task, it wasn't! I summoned the warden many, many times. Hey, there's a chest I forgot to loot from the first time I was here. Wait, what? I missed a shrieker? Oops, my bad. Hey, sorry bud, gotta go. You know, getting the warden called on me 12 times a minute is just absolutely my favorite way to spend the day. Well, at this point, I think I've cleared up all the shriekers around the city, so now I just gotta start fixing up all the other stuff, like this waterfall. Alright, my goal with this ancient city is to potentially try and restore it and have some villagers live down here. Will I get that done? I don't know. Probably not. But it's a dream. If we get this project off the ground, it will take a lot of work. However, it would be really cool to restore an ancient city. Oh, sorry guys, just had to let the arsonist in me out a little bit. Now we're in the end, making Fortnite Chapter 4. I don't know what happened in Chapter 3, so please don't ask. I'm at the Enderman farm because I needed to make myself a max tier fishing rod, and with this enchant, I just did that. I then put mending on the fishing rod and named it Instagram Reels. Someone please kill me.
Mr. Ultra, why are we fishing in your pool?
Shut up, Jimmy, it'll make sense! Here we've spotted a wild kitty sitting on top of my roof. If we're quiet and let it come to us, maybe it'll let us tame it. Yeah!
Funnily enough, the cat actually wasn't why I was fishing. It was so I could make these water-breathing potions. A little while back, we found ourselves this ocean monument, and today is the day we raid it. When raiding ocean monuments, the first thing you absolutely have to do is kill the Elder Guardians. That way you can drink some milk and finally be able to mine again. Step 2 is absolutely find the sponge room. These sponges are very valuable, and this is the only place you'll find a gigantic source of them. Step 3 is, I don't know, bro, do what you want. I'm not your dad. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. If nautical nonsense be something you wish, SpongeBob SquarePants. Man, look at all these amazing SpongeBobs I got. Time to dry them all out. And now we're back in the ancient city, using all the sponges to clean out this giant water reservoir. But before we can continue sponging, I need to brew myself a heck of a lot of night vision potions. It's fairly dark down there. And now we're mining up all this sand. I'm gonna need a lot of it for the ancient city. And this is what I needed all that sand for. I'm using it to help me drain all this water. This method is definitely 1,000 times better than what I was doing before. The water's actually going away. Remember, kids, always take time to dry out your sponges, otherwise you're gonna get mold and algae everywhere. And just like that, we're all done sponging up the water. Now we're back home, and I'm crafting myself a lot of end crystals. This is because I want to kill the dragon. A lot. Today I decided to take a surprise visit to Mudtown, but what I wasn't expecting was an assassin waiting for me on the other side of the portal. Well, that was traumatic. Anyway, hey villagers, how you doing? Now I'm back near the original desert town, mining up a whole bunch of sand again. I need it for a completely separate project. I needed that sand for more concrete because I'm adding a second floor to my house. I also needed it for all this glass because what's a mansion without 1,000-foot windows? Sugar cane, my beloved, oh how I need you. Now we're in the inn, mining out a new spot for my beacon. I don't feel like having the dragon destroy it again. Hey piglins, would you guys happen to know where my god apples and totems are? I think I misplaced them. Whatever. It's not like I'll need them. I'm the ultra team. I'm not gonna come close to dying at any point.
Oh, she hit so hard with her gosh dang face! If I had a nickel for every time I popped a totem during a dragon fight, I'd have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice. I then went home, looked in this chest, and immediately found where they were.
Gosh dang it, why didn't I search harder?
Day 357, we're starting work on a new project. I feel like I've said the words new project like 1 billion times these past 30 days. Anyway, I need string. We're going to be building a stacking raid farm, and for that I'm going to need a whole lot of materials, so that's what I spent the next few days doing. Still just gathering up materials the next day. I had to rip up my basement for this.
Aye, mateys, dig for the buried treasure.
Yo, Squidward, you on drugs or something? You looking a little bit different. Anyway, now we're ready to build the farm. This is a very delicate process, so I gotta be extremely precise with every single block that I place. Oh, that's so sweet. I love you too.
Alright, hold on. Did he say 27 blocks to the east or the west? Wait. Which Y level was it at again?
The next day, we're now working on the redstone sorting system part of the farm. I spent the daytime of day 365 still working on the farm. But that night, I went home to celebrate, because today is officially 1 year in hardcore Minecraft. Mr. Chicken, please come with me. Your life is in danger. Oh no, is that a chicken Jackie? Don't worry, chickens, the pen is for your safety. Now, if you could please make me some eggs, that'd be very appreciated. And finally, on day 366, we have our 1 year in hardcore cake. I'm so happy we've made it this far. Anyway, back to the raid farm. Please forgive me for my sins. I know not what I do. Well, it's time to make another gigantic track across the nether. I need to get 4 villagers over to the raid farm. Alright, now say it with me, guys.
A long day of railing waited.
Hello, sir. Thank you for your application to the job. I see you have a master's degree in villager economics. You'll totally get to use that on a daily basis. Yes, we do have a wonderful benefits package. I'm sure you'll love it.
Sir, please stop resisting your fate. The company needs you to come to the raid farm.
Huh, weird. How'd that skeleton get down there? Oh! Sorry, sir, but due to a recent creeper terrorist attack, we can't be offering any raises. Please enjoy your life at the company. Sir, it's just like I told that last employee, okay? We are not offering any bonuses at this time, so please stop asking. Well, that was fun. Time to continue regular construction of the raid farm. Now it's time to set up a beacon in the ocean, so that way I can get superpowers while I kill these pillagers. I then realized I accidentally built 4 beacons instead of just 3. Rich people problems, am I right? The next day, I tested the farm, and it was 100% working, except for one slight issue. My sword is too powerful. It burns the armor stands alive, which is not supposed to happen. So now we're at the Enderman farm, creating an entirely new sword just for the raid farm. Been spending most our lives living in a raider's paradise. And now finally, the farm is fully functional and working, so we're gonna do a quick AFK test. Still AFK the next day, but hey, we just hit 100 levels. I think that's pretty cool. Well, gosh dang, that is a lot of crossbows, banners, and totems. My gosh.
Oh gosh, I fell in the iron farm again. Gosh dang it.
So one thing I noticed about the farm immediately was that the storage system got clogged up so fast, and also I don't know if the sorting part of it worked, so we're gonna spend the next day or so trying to figure that out. Alright, I messed around with the storage system a little, made it a little bit bigger. Let's do another AFK test, see how well it works. Alright, couple days later, let's see how these chests are looking. My gosh, it's totems. So bad news, good news. Bad news is the chests are still cluttered as frick. Good news is I'm extremely wealthy. Alright, so after doing some quick math, I have 8,424 emeralds stacked right here. Holy crap, we rich! I have so much extra stuff from this farm that at this point I'm even burning totems. Alright, I did a deep cleanse of all the chests, so we're gonna AFK again and see if the sorting system will finally work. Alright, please be sorted. Hey! Hey, let's go! Alright, a couple straggler items, but hey, mostly sorted, let's go! I am so unbelievably rich that I made a shulker box titled my Emerald Box just to store all my riches. Now that I'm the richest man alive, I can finally start leveling up all my villagers. I had so much extra money that I was able to spend it all on useless art for the villagers. I hope they appreciate it. This guy didn't appreciate the art I bought for him, so I sent him away from his friends and family forever. Alright, sir, you gonna give me some good trades, or am I gonna have to put an arrow through your face like the other guy? Ooh, hey, I'll always take myself some mending books, thanks. Now I'm making more white concrete, and you know what that means. Even more house construction. Now we gotta reassemble the beacon on the roof, but this time made of emeralds, because we're just so gosh dang rich. Hey, guys, guess what? It's so ice to see you. You get it? Because it sounds like nice, and I'm breaking all the ice, so it's ice to see you. You guys get it? You get it? Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of going insane. Anyway, I found some bees. Oh, how cute these little guys are. You got a baby. And hey, now we're in a lush cave. I promise this still has to do with the bees. And this is what I needed that lush cave for. I'm building a glass house for the bees. Oh, Barry, no, get out the fire, Barry, no, Barry, no, come on, get out the fire, Barry, no! Well, that was depressing. Time to suppress it for years before eventually taking it out on my future wife and kids. Anyway, the next day I made a new entrance into my house. I come and go through here a lot, so it made sense. A long day of waiting, I did. Oh no, not again, please, no, wait, no, I didn't mean to push you further in, no, please, no, ah! Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm doing with all these bees, I'm trying to make myself a honey farm. And now we're here, in the end, to build the farm. It technically works in the overworld too, but since the end is a timeless void, the bees will never go to sleep in the end. Alright, so the farm should theoretically be working, however, I don't think it is, because it's just giving me a bunch of empty bottles and not honey bottles, so I probably did something wrong. I don't know, man. Anyway, none of that actually matters, because it's day 400, and we're 40% of the way there. And now it's time for another new farm, and for that, I'm gonna need these zombies. Ugh, not you, baby! Get out! Hey, guys, how would you like to take a trip to a timeless void? You'll love it there. Anyway, what we're doing now is building a small-scale copper farm. And yes, writing sub to the Ultra team on these signs was absolutely crucial to the process. Hey, zombies, I'm gonna need you to follow me. I got some really tasty brains up here that need to be munched on. And then I spent the next few days AFKing, so let's just see how it went afterwards. What? Are we done AFK? Is it over? What the heck is going on the screen there? I don't know if y'all can tell on the video or not, but the game is chugging. Like, it is lagging so hard right now, bro. Hey, zombies, how would y'all like a good night's sleep? Some nice chill water to cool myself down after that giant explosion. Anyway, today we're looking for conduit stuff. And that continued on to the next day, where I found and bred some turtles.
Don't mind me, just gonna yoink all your eggs.
I might have a horrible idea. Oh gosh, the horde is chasing me at 2 FPS! Screw the zombies, it's time to kill more wither skeletons. Still committing genocide, day 412. I think one more day of murder should be plenty. Now we're back in the end. I gotta kill the wither a couple times, so I figured I'd use this arbitrary machine that I made.
The wither just absolutely loves it. You can really hear him scream for mercy.
Then I went and checked on the bee farm, and no, it still doesn't work. I don't know how to fix shit. I think this thing's just a lost cause. Hey, idiot. Guess what? You suck. Anyway, I had to travel back to the Nether Fortress because I accidentally left my normal sword here. Let's go back home. Wait. Oh, Mudtown, how neglected you have been. The first step in finishing any villager town is populate the village by giving them excessive amounts of bread. Oh ho, these cookies are homemade, you say?
Well, are they gluten-free, kosher, dairy-free, sugar-free, vegan, alcohol-free, drug-free, GMO-free, pesticide-free? And do you want to for my allergies to wheat, eggs, chocolate, flour, and stupidity?
Hey, bud, you lost towns back that way. You wanna go home? To town? Use the bread! Make the babies! Yo, bro, I know I said make babies, but I meant do it in private. Gosh, you're doing it in public on the beacons. Ugh.
Anyway, I then had to make a quick stop to get some sweet berries, because, you know what tomorrow is. You already know how we do it on day 420.
Oh, gosh, it gets smoky in there, gosh.
Hello, mud people. How would you like some sweet berry kush? Bush. Yeah, bush. Not kush. Bush. I meant bush. Hey, all right. You know, it's day 420. I ain't gonna complain over here. Wait. You guys having a threesome over here? Ah, what a great 420. I can't wait for the next one in 1,000 days. Ah, what a wonderful day to be alive. Wait, he's killing himself! Save him!
Okay, everyone. I know yesterday was pretty crazy, but we still need to get them profits done. Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hey everyone, sorry, some new orders came in from the boss. Unfortunately, there will be no overtime, and if we don't see those profits starting to go up, then we will have to start charging rent.
Listen, I said I'd give these guys some luxuries. I didn't say that it was just going to be free living their whole lives.
Hey pillagers, don't mind me, I just need to kill you and your entire bloodline real quick. And now, on day 424, I'm starting a raid at Mudtown. No town is truly great until they've experienced their very first war, and that's what we're doing today. I've walled off the village, so all the villagers should be safe. And also, I'm just like super uber powerful. Like, I can handle a level 5 raid. Well, dang, that's a lot of them.
Let's get it.
I unfortunately did have to pop a totem here, but considering that I have an infinite totem farm, everything was perfectly fine. And just like that, I've conquered yet another max tier raid. And hey, no villagers died. A lot of pillagers did, but no villagers died. Yes, villagers, I know I'm the best. Thank you so much for all your presents. I appreciate... Wait. No! So if you're wondering why I'm freaking out over a stone pickaxe, if you remember all the way back to day 1, I crafted an iron pick and iron sword as my first tools that weren't wood, which meant I skipped the advancement for getting a stone pickaxe. And I thought because of that, it'd be hilarious if that was the last advancement I ever got. But because of this villager, it can't be. So now I feel a little bit of retribution is in order. That's what you get for giving me a stone pickaxe. Just kidding, that was in a copy world. That wasn't the official world. The villagers are all still alive. Unfortunately. You guys are lucky that I continue tolerating you after that incident. If it were up to me, the copy world would have been canon. Now I'm back at the small-scale copper farm, and I actually have an idea I'd like to test. So this is another copy world, don't worry, it's not canon. I just wanted to see what would happen if all the zombies somehow got out of the farm. Oh, they got me surrounded, and I'm stuck in the hole. I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys, please, help, no! Good thing that was a copy, now I know to never do that in the real world. Anyway, enough shenanigans. Now we're back at the raid farm, and I'm trying to add a little bit more storage. And now we're buying a bunch of diamond pickaxes and shovels from this toolsmith. I'm gonna need them for a gigantic project we're about to start. But first, I need this idiot to give me Unbreaking. Unbreaking 2, good enough. Why don't these idiots ever give me what I want? Still trading the next day. I then set up another beacon array that would give me speed and haste 2. You'll find out why in the morning. And on day 432, the great flattening begins. Yep, I'm flattening all the land by my house, and I didn't want to break my netherite tools, which is why I bought the diamonds and was getting the enchants necessary from the villagers. This project is going to take a long time, but with all the beacon powers and everything, I'm hoping it will be a little bit faster. Oop, sorry Techno, don't mind me, I'll just leave you there. Hey, sir, thank you for the goodies. Now please vacate my land permanently. So yeah, that's all we're going to be doing for the next little while. Just mining a whole lot of dirt and stone. Oops, one of my shovels broke. Good thing I have infinite more. Also, bro, look how much land we've already flattened. That's kind of insane. Anyway, time to build another beacon so I can get more of my infinite powers so I can quickly mine this dirt, stone, and grass. Although there's really nothing quick about this process. And now I have to make more shovels and pickaxes because this project is insanity. That was 10 seconds of unedited mining footage. If you times that by 1,000, that's how much pain I was in while doing this entire project. I shouldn't really say it's painful, it's just really tedious, so it's painful to my mental state. I don't think I love you no more.
You never seem to call me lately. Girl, I don't think you know me at all. Cause I never thought I'd have to say this. No, I don't love you. And I never did. Look at us burning down in flames for kicks. Just know I'm not singing for your ex. I'm just singing cause it's over. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't ask questions, because you won't be getting an answer. Anyway, I was running low on XP, and I always need emeralds, so it's back to the raid farm. Well, I thought I fixed the cluttering problem. I guess I didn't. Well, that's a future me problem. Have a wonderful night, Minecraft. I'll see you tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Wait a second. Why does it say day 516? Why does the screen look like this? Where'd the rest of the mountain go? What the heck is going on, man?
So I do actually have the footage for days 447 to 515, and this is what they look like. They're all glitched. So back in 2022, I got my very first external monitor, and I tried to film a new way of playing Minecraft on this external monitor. But because I'd never had an external monitor before, I didn't realize that the way that I was filming was incorrect. And so, yeah, all of them are just purely static screens with the sound playing in the background. And there's nothing I can do to fix it. So now we're on day 516, and we're still continuing the Great Flattening Project. I told you it would take us a while. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, but the sound is actually much quieter now. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So, yeah. Anyway, I am sorry for another drastic time jump. It makes the one that happened on day 167 look like nothing. But, yeah. So, we're just gonna have to roll with it, I guess. You know, it's actually pretty hard to commentate over a lot of dirt mining gameplay, so I really don't know what to say here except for dirt. It also completely slipped my mind until just now that we're over 50% of the way done. Yeah, it feels so weird because like just a minute ago it was like day 447 and stuff. It feels gypped up. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, and hey, you guys remember that part of my base that went lower down the mountain? Yeah, no, that's gone too. It's all cobblestone now. So yeah, now any dirt that I take from that mountain over there, I just place back on my land. I don't want it to be solid cobblestone all the way up. The following footage was also filmed in front of a live studio audience. They're definitely live. If y'all ever wonder what, you do in hardcore if you run out of ideas, the answer is fill in giant holes around your base. By the way, this is the world's biggest mob farm. Very effective. I don't go down here often. I don't like it. Hey, get away. No. Bad zombies. Bad. Why are these guys back again? Thank you. Like, yeah, I'm so good at placing grass. But not actually, because, I then made 5,000 mistakes in a row. Zombie, he's gonna die. To my arrow. To my arrow. To my arrow. World's best archer. What's this? This is hardcore Minecraft. Welcome, Piano King. Yeah, this is my hardcore Minecraft world where I have spent the last hour placing dirt. What are you going to use this area for? I want to use all this flat land, like, just for building whatever I want. Like, whether it be farms or, monuments or whatever. Just, it's nice to have a big flat area that you can go. Just love telling people for the first time that I'm a YouTuber. Because then they assume, oh, he's probably like got, like thousands of subs, or, he's like doing really well on YouTube. Oh yeah, I got 500, no, I don't even have 500. I have 360 subs. And they're like, oh, nice. Just thinking back in my head, they probably think I'm so lame right now because I'm not like a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire on YouTube, so I'm lame. But that's why I do YouTube, you know, to grow bigger and it's fun. Who doesn't love YouTube? It's fun. You get to place dirt for hours on it. You kidding me? They're back again? Version 2? Oh, okay. So what I'm gonna do now is line up all my crops. I'm never gonna plant these again. Or at least in these spots. Okay, now the whole thing's water source. You guys are free to roam around in this big area instead of the tiny farm. Actually, I could place the sugarcane around the, you know. Alright, now how do I make a pond beautiful? I could add a bridge, some roses, rose bushes. Yeah. Well, these chests used to all be filled with the materials from that mountain. I should put that deep slip. I don't even know why it's still there. I placed it to mark where this area was back when I first moved here, which was this point almost 500 days ago. So, you know, I know where my house is. I have a portal here. Hey, get off my property. I know, I'm looking in your eyes. You can't come. Yeah. When I'm looking in your face, you're not allowed to come towards me. That's the rules. And if you think the rules don't apply to you, well, then I have some news for you. Anyways, you want to fight or no? This is Mudtown. I created this because, you know, there are no swamp villages, and mud is like a new block in 1.19. So I'm like, you know what? Let's make a Mudtown. And I did, and I'm really proud of it, actually. So all these houses are my own design. Everything here is like my own design. I didn't follow tutorial, didn't do anything. So like Mudtown is my own idea. It's original, and I love it. It's not finished. I have over there. I need to build a house for myself, but you know the house is for the villagers. It's all done. Usually, I would switch worlds like every time there was an update. So, you know, I'm not used to being in one world for so long. This is my longest lasting world. I can bone it. Nice. I think the game's trying to tell me that you gotta mine up this farmland yourself. You know what? Let's lag the stream a little. I haven't put shaders on this world since day 100, so this is a special occurrence. How many FPS am I getting? I'm still getting like 90, that's pretty good. Considering I am streaming, you know, I have the stream open on a different tab. I'm playing Minecraft, and I have shaders on, like, all that combined, and I'm still getting 90 FPS? I'm impressed. My computer's pretty good. Hey, get out of my pond. Nerd. When are these nerds gonna learn that if they come in my pond, I'm gonna kill them? I mean, I'm gonna kill them regardless, but if they come in my pond, they'll die sooner. Spiders scared me. It's because I didn't know it was there. He jumped out right at me. I love shaders so much. They make everything look better. I will see y'all in the next one. Ultra Team out. Peace.
Anyway, back to voiceover. I am now lighting up the giant area underneath my house because I don't feel like living on top of the world's largest monster farm. Now I'm back in the nether for a minute, just casually being on fire, and why the frick are there so many endermen, bro? What the heck? Anyway, now we're giving Bob some vaccine and curing him. Don't ask where Bob came from, because you don't get to know.
Jimmy.
Hey, Bob 2, how you doing? How are the kids?
You know, sometimes in Minecraft, the best thing to do is just chillax, you know? Not every day has to be a giant, grand journey. Not everything you have to do just has to be go, go, go. Sometimes it's just all about enjoying a nice day of fishing in the rain, you know? This is all I did all day. And I had fun. I enjoyed it. It was relaxing and calm. I didn't have to go kill 50 bosses or build a giant netherite beacon or build a wither machine, whatever it may be. You know, I just enjoyed a nice day in the rain.
Screw the calm, it's all about the chaos! And I finished mining the tree the next day. And today I built another super smelter for my next build because I'm gonna need a lot of smooth stone for it. Can you guess what we're building next? No? Well, of course you can't, you incompetent fool. Your mind simply does not hold the magnitude that the Ultra Mind does. Therefore, you cannot comprehend anything that I do.
Sorry, y'all. I finally watched The Amazing Digital Circus, and it made me go a little bit crazy, so that's why. Before you ask, yes, I love it. I think it's amazing. Here's my rating of every episode real quick. However, I didn't really like the ending. I thought it was weird. I don't know. It was still fine, but like not that great.
Anyway, you're probably wondering what the heck this building is, and I'll tell you, it's for the villagers.
What? What the frick?
Anyway, enough breaking the fabric of reality. I'm gonna have villagers in this building, and they're gonna have zombies behind them, so they will be cured and give me very, very good discounts on all the trades that I want. But in order for this building to work, I'm gonna have to stop ripping up and replacing these gosh dang walls. Building the villager room.
Don't question why I'm listening to Geometry Dash music while playing Minecraft. All right, it's just what I do. Okay, I vibe, you know.
Anyway, now that the building is done, it's time to lure all these zombies in there. And yes, I'm still listening to epic tunes while doing so.
Well, that was the worst night of my life. You will be missed, Ultra Sword. Thank you for all of your service. I drown my sorrows deep within pillager blood. Alright, that should be enough levels. Now I gotta go make a whole new freaking sword! Hey, at least I'm still unfathomably rich. I had to make a second emerald box just to hold all my gosh dang riches. But hey, now on day 555, we have ourselves the Ultra Sword 2.0.
Now I just gotta go get some netherite for it.
And now, the Ultra Sword 2.0 has achieved perfection.
This is all your fault, you stupid zombie.
Unfortunately, I still need these stupid zombies for the villager machine, so I guess I'm gonna have to keep them alive. Now we chopping in the rain, no loss, only gain.
Now we're heading deep underground because I'm gonna mine up all this stone for a completely separate project. I really gotta stop doing this. Haste to go burr.
Oh no, it's Bruce Wayne! Get him!
And I've been mining all day, looking for that blue rock in the case. And when I'm just about finding, what'd you find?
Oh, it's copper.
Screw that, man. Go freaking AFK.
Now back at home, I made an excessive amount of shulker boxes for this new farm that we're gonna make.
And one of the stray dogs came into the house and grabbed the fake doll, and took it outside and destroyed it. And then a car ran over the dog and the fake baby. And the parents were watching. So now they think their son is dead.
What the fuck? Copper, 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 copper.
You going to bed? Night. There we go.
Little does she know I'm gonna play Minecraft for the next 3.5 hours.
Anyway, today we're still prepping for that giant farm that I'm making. And now I'm mining excessive amounts of soul sand, because I'm gonna need a lot of that too. We're kelping it. We're kelping it so hard, guys. We're kelping it. We're kelping it. We're kelping. I saw the sun. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sun. Now we're looking for an area to build a new drowned farm. I built that small one in the end, but that one was mostly for copper, whereas this one is for tridents. There's also this spot, which just so happens to have a village on a hill right next to it, but we're gonna have to see which one is better. So now this is me in a creative copy of the hardcore world just to see if it would fit in here, and it does. Which means we now get the absolute joy of placing down excessive amounts of soul sand. Yeah, it's just as fun as it sounds. Oh, did you think that was a one-day ordeal? Well, it's a 2. Now we're placing gigantic stone walls all around the soul sand. This farm is gonna take so long, but it's gonna be so worth it, I promise. The next day I was fighting drowns underneath the drown farm, and by sheer luck, I got myself a trident. I then immediately went home and enchanted it with Riptide. I love these things so dang much. Then an absolute miracle happened, and it started raining. No one can stop me when I'm going at the speed of light. Well, that was fun. Now back to stone placing. Still stoning the next day. Oh my gosh, guys, we're doing something that's not stoning. We're dirting! Now we're signing. Now we're breaking all the dirt, because I need to get the water down there. I then grabbed myself a conduit, because it's going to make construction on this farm 10 times easier. Now I'm placing a crap ton of kelp, because that's what's going to push the frickin' drown to the surface. Still kelping the next day, but my gosh, look at all those bubbles. At least I can get a good night's sleep before a long day of labor.
Hey, what? Don't throw that trident at me. Oi!
Now I'm building these platforms that'll take the drown all the way up to the killing chamber. As you can see, the children love it. Yeet! Hey, look, they made an advancement for how useless you are. Hey, you guys remember how invigorating and freaking amazing it was building that first pod? Well, now we have to build a second one that's exactly identical to the first. So, all I did was pod build for 10 days. And now we arise on day 600. When I was filming this, I didn't even realize it was day 600 because all I was thinking about was building this gosh dang farm. But hey, we're 60% done. Anyway, back to unpaid labor. It would be so much easier to build this farm if these drowns wouldn't shoot 10,000 tridents at me per second. Now we have the absolutely amazing task of placing slabs over the entire farm. Oh, and yeah, this is when I realized I missed day 600. Anyway, back to slabbing. You know, it's not an infinite number of slabs, it's a finite amount. However, it feels like an infinite number of slabs with how many slabs I'm having to slab, you know? Today, I decided I need a break from the farm. It's driving me insane. So, I went back to my house and made myself 2 perfect tridents. One with Riptide, one with Loyalty and Channeling. You know what? Fork you, you stupid golem. All my problems started when you came into existence and the iron farm. And with that, I need to sneeze. See, I was going to say something about slabbing, but then I had to sneeze, so I'm like, you don't get to sneeze on camera too often, why not? So now I'll say something about slabbing. I hate it. All of the slabbing has finally finished, so now we're making the kill area where all the drown will be brutally slaughtered for their crimes against humanity.
Oi, who let this baby in here? You're not supposed to be in here yet. Get the frick out!
Here you go, drown. Make sure to go in a single file line up that pipe. You're gonna love what's up there.
It was death. The thing that awaited them was sweet, succulent death.
I then did a short AFK test just to see how much stuff we'd get over the next couple days. Well, that is quite a lot of rotten flesh, but also a couple tridents, a few fishing rods, some copper, and some nautilus shells. That's pretty good. We're finally done with the drown farm, and because it's thunderstorming, I'm gonna get myself some charged creepers.
Hey guys, you don't mind if I snuggle in, do ya? Thanks! One of my absolute favorite things to do in Minecraft is just absolutely demolish mobs with lightning and thunderstorms. It's so much fun, bro. Anyway, enough fun. Next day, I decided to make some clerics in the village that's right next to the farm because, you know, it generates like a crap ton of rotten flesh. Might as well sell it. It wasn't me. I don't know who did that. It wasn't me, guys. I don't know. You know, considering all the chaotic adventures we've had lately, it feels nice to end it with some fishing. Just kidding! The grind never stops in hardcore Minecraft! You know, I've never taken on an ocean monument with a conduit before, but I highly recommend it, and this is the way I'll be doing it all the time now, because it is just so nice. Anyway, I think we're just gonna do one more day of monument looting. Hey guys, sup? Now we're out of the ocean and into the desert. I'm collecting sand for a lot more explosives.
Don't mind me, just gonna steal your eggs again.
And yes, I am blowing up the nether again, but this time the surface nether for a new project. I want to build myself a nether hub, but to do that I gotta get all this horrible basalt and blackstone out of the way, so that's what all the explosives are for. And it's gonna take a lot of explosives, because there's a lot of it and it doesn't break easy. Hey, look at that, another thunderstorm. I can get myself even more Anyway, back in the nether, I'm mining out this blackstone by hand, because I'm gonna use it to build the nether hub. Now we can finally start actually building the nether hub, which does mean more slabbing.
I hate slabbing so much.
And hey, would you look at that, on the next day, the hub is all done. It's small, but it's mine, and that's all that matters. Bro, I should get a frog down here or something. He'd have a field day with all these magma cubes. And now, the nether hub will be the first place in this world that has organized storage, because I want to sort all of my nether items in this nether hub. I even went around and collected some of the items that I didn't have a lot of, like this warped nether wart. One thing I do hate, though, is that these freaking magma cubes spawn in my nether hub, and it's so annoying to have to deal with them. Now, the next day, I'm doing a little bit of sorting in the overworld. I actually made a shulker box called my treasure box, and it's going to hold all my most valuable possessions. Now, with all that stuff sorted, I decided I want to try my hand at some interior decorating. The inside of my house is extremely barren and empty, so I decided, let's try and make it look nicer. And yes, I went all the way to the jungle just so I could get cocoa beans for brown wool for interior decorating. I'm taking this seriously. Still decorating the next day, and no, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, that's right, Bob. Go in the hole, and you're trapped forever. Sucks to suck. Anyway, the next day I made these machines to farm these cocoa beans. Why? Mind your own business, Jimmy. Yo, chat, peep the new 4K TV. We could play Donkey Kong on it all day. And now I'm building myself a kitchen. I'm really taking this interior design seriously, alright? This is the design I ended up going with, and you know what? I actually really like it. I think it looks nice. Continuing the upgrades to the compound, I wanted to upgrade the sheep farm today. I want to have one sheep of every color, so that way I can have a giant assortment of wool. And boom, just like that, all the sheep are in. Hey villagers, don't mind me, just gotta get to my friend Mr. Cow over here. That's one count aggravated assault each, so that means your sentence is the fiery depths of hell. Now we're in the caves, mining up more stone, because... I don't know, I felt like it. Stop asking questions, bro. Now I'm in a creative copy of my world, testing out a new idea for a build, but I ultimately decided against it. Hey, Mudtown, how y'all doing? Everyone alive? Everyone thriving? That's good, that's good. Now we're just exploring around the world, and hey, I even found myself some stony diamonds. Still at it the next day, I need these cobwebs for the next project. Day 646, still exploring the caves, and I found myself a legendary treasure. This is an overworld fossil, also known as the rarest structure in all of Minecraft's history. And I happened to find one right under my spawn, that's insane. Anyway, the rest of the day was still spent in the caves because I needed redstone, and for some reason I didn't decide to use the redstone farm that I have. Day 647, we're in the nether, and yep, we're finally doing it. I'm finally building that gosh dang wither skeleton farm that I promised like 400 to 500 days ago, I don't even know. As you can see, farm construction is just going oh so lovely. Excuse me sir, could you please get out of my hole? Hey, get out of my hole! Oh my gosh, get out of my hole! And you die, and of course he didn't give me a head, that freaking Would you believe me if I said I somehow didn't pop a totem during this entire adventure? Because I wouldn't. Anyway, now we're placing all the nether brick for the platform that the wither skeletons will spawn on.
Alright, you know, screw these blazers. I'm going to teleport away and despawn them, and then it'll teleport me right back, and I'll just be perfectly fine.
Oh, of course I teleported straight into lava.
And with that, the spawning platform in the nether is done. The wither skeletons will spawn here, go through the portal, and be sent to the killing chamber. And now with this pearl throw, I am officially on top of the nether roof. Huh. Feels weird to be up here. Now we're in the overworld, building the bridge that'll send the wither skeletons from the spawning platform to the killing platform. Man, look at that sunrise. That is just so gosh dang beautiful. And with that, the 2 lines are officially hooked up and wither skeletons are falling into the killing chamber. And now we have the extremely riveting process of sitting here and killing wither skeletons for the next 4 hours or something. I don't know, bro. You want to know the funny thing? This is only one part in the whole massive project that I'm making. So, this isn't even the end. This is just a tedious middle step. And yes, you are hearing Luke the Notable in the background. I sat here for like 2 or 3 hours. I wasn't going to do that without entertainment. So, I watched 3,000 Days. Peak video. And then he said something else crazy that had nothing to do with the wither skeleton killing footage that was on the screen because he is going insane. But why does he do this? Why does he kill the wither skeletons? What purpose does it serve? We'll never know. Just kidding, you get to know. I'm killing the wither 64 times. And no, that's not a joke. I actually sat here and killed it 64 times. If it wasn't for 3,000 days, I would have gone crazy like 5 hours ago. I think I was recording this at like 4 a.m. So, I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do. And with that, we finally frickin' did it. The wither has been killed 64 times. And on day 661, with the click of this button, I've become the most powerful being alive. You know, there was a time in Minecraft history where if anyone saw this, they'd 100% think you're hacking. Now it's just an average Tuesday. Now we're measuring, because these beacons need to be in the exact right places for me to get perfect coverage across my entire compound. In the nether the next day, I'm pretty sure the iron farm is broken, because there should be plenty of iron in here, and there isn't. So, I don't know what's happening, but I'm pretty sure it's broken. Welp, that's a future me problem. Time to mine out all these beacons. And now I'm building a bridge all the way up to max height. Why, you might ask? I told you to stop asking questions. Have you not learned? Yo, guys, you want to see me do a chic MLG? Watch this. All right, I'm going to hit it. All right, we're coming down. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. I totally hit it, guys. Alright, now we just gotta get back down the hole, place the beacon, pop another totem, because apparently I can't MLG for crap. Alright, now we just place in all 6 beacons, and just like that, kaboom. 1 of 4 done. And now we have hole 2 of 4 done. I think I'm gonna do different. Oh gosh! Where the frick did he come from? Anyway, what I was trying to say last night before I was so rudely interrupted was that I have a new way of lining out these other 4 holes. I'm gonna use TNT. Yeah. Now, I think this would have been a great idea had it not been for one thing. The way I placed the TNT was a TNT, then a stone block, just trying to save some TNT. Unfortunately, stone's blast resistance is so high that it doesn't reach the other TNT block that's underneath that other stone. So, yeah, this is actually like 10 times more tedious now because of that. Screw beacon making! It's a lightning storm! I'm summoning my inner Thor and having fun with these zombies! Oh no. No, he's AFK. At the creeper farm. I thought I outlawed this. No! Oh, phew. He's back. Only 5 days this time, not 32. Anyway, I also need sand for the TNT, so that means more desert destruction. If you are going to use the TNT method for mining out beacon holes, do it like this. Just place it all on top of each other. Don't do what I was doing earlier. And finally, I have 2 of 4 beacons done. That took way longer than it should have. Oh gosh, no, I'm doing it the inferior way again. Have I learned nothing? You know, speaking as the guy who's actually dug all these beacon holes and is editing this video in the future, I can safely say the fastest method to this is just digging all the holes. None of this TNT nonsense. It takes too much time and effort, okay? And hey, would you look at that? I have 3 of 4 beacon arrays done. Unfortunately, I'm running out of emeralds, so that means it's time to AFK at the even better gunpowder farm. Man, having to take all these emeralds out of the farm into the crafting table, then craft them manually into blocks of emeralds is really tedious. We should really get a block or something that could do this automatically.
Mining away.
I don't know what to mine. I'll mine this anyway. In this Minecraft day, so beautiful.
Anyway, we've officially done it. We've officially set up 4 sextuple beacons that are at full max power and rainbowified. Now we're in the nether, getting even more netherite. I'm gathering all this netherite because I need it for a certain little update that my armor is going to be getting.
One more day of nuking should be enough, eh?
I'm making myself a new netherite helmet because mine sort of can't be taken off. And up until now, that wasn't really a problem. I never had a reason to take my helmet off. But 1.20 is coming out next week, and so I kind of need to take my helmet off to get armor trims on it. Which means, ow, 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 frick, balls, tits, ow, 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 ooh, ow, 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 ow. Oh gosh, I thought it would never break, yes! I'm also upgrading it now and not when 1.20 comes out because I would have to get myself an upgrade template in 1.20. But right now, it's free. Another 1.20 preparation I'm making now is mining a lot of diamonds because I'm going to need those for the armor trims. And hey, I found some diamonds.
Still just stripping in the mines today. I should have went to college instead of starting in only caves. Hey guys, so I did a little bit of mining off camera, you know how it is.
Day 687, we had another thunderstorm, and I totally hit that water bucket clutch. What are you guys talking about? I totally hit it. Shut up. And now, here we are in the new snapshots for 1.20. Again, I say new snapshot as if this stuff is new. 1.20 is over 3 years old now, so it's not really new, you know. Anyway, bamboo has a purpose now, so I planted a crap ton next to my house. I wanted to get that new wood.
Burn, mangrove trees, burn. You're old news now. No one cares.
Mud people, have you heard the news? It's 1.20. Hey, would you look at that, a desert well. These things have a purpose now. Anyway, we're now just going around the world looting up anything that I can find because I want to get all the new armor trims. And inside this sunken shipwreck, I found my first one, Coast.
Oi, big, fat, and ugly, give me your armor trim. I need it for a thing.
Still in the ocean the next day, I'm using this new brush to do some archaeology. Yo, bro, you want a panda, bro? I get you a panda, bro. We keep it low key.
Oi, nitwit, you know the rules, no existing.
Yeah, crap. Having fled the crime scene, I was still on the hunt for new armor trims, and here I found myself Sentry.
Who throwing them there tridents? You want to have a trident battle? Alright, we have a trident battle. You're gonna lose, though, boy.
After murdering those civilians, I got myself another useless mob vote winner. I swear, bro, this update's just Caves and Cliffs Part 4. The next day, I was still flying around and found myself these allays. I'm gonna bring them home with me.
Alright, gotcha. Yep, I have no idea what I'm reading.
Alright, so if what I read is right, we gotta head home through the nether, and we can't really fly too much, otherwise the allays will get too far away and will not follow me. So we're walking home on foot. And hey, after a day in the nether, we made it home, and these allays have great music taste. They love Big Step. Happy birthday to you. So before day 697, I was chatting with this weird floating head guy on YouTube, and he said this.
I hope you have a wall. If you don't have a wall by day 700, you're doing it wrong. So, Ultra Team, I say this to people who have lived a long time in hardcore. Go on Twitter. I know you're on Twitter. Let me know. Or, sorry, not let me know. Send me a picture on Twitter of your wall. Take a little screenshot.
To which I then made this.
Hello, Luke the Notable, and stream if you're watching this. I don't know if you are. But, I have some unfortunate news. I don't have a wall. There's no wall. But now that you've told me to make a wall, that is my next project. I'll make a wall all over this, flattened area that I made. So I'll make a wall around this. And that will be my next big project, because you told me to. So, yeah, for day 697 to however long it takes me, I will build a wall. I promise.
To which he then said this.
Let me look at Ultra Team's wall real quick. Let me see. Okay. 700 days base. He's done a lot of leveling. Oh. Wow. That's pretty cool, bro. Ultra Team, I hope you're in here. Just kind of checked out. I'll listen to your commentary maybe later. I don't want to interact with the mic. but it's almost like you've kind of got no wall, but you do have a wall at the same time. You need lights, though. All it takes is one creeper. All it takes is one creeper, Mr. Ultra. You need lights. One creeper wandering in, you're dead.
So now I have to build a wall and lights around my compound because some guy on YouTube told me to. But before I start the massive project that's going to be the wall and lights, there's one more thing I want to find. And on day 698, we found them. Cherry trees! Yes! These are by far my favorite trees in Minecraft and in real life, so I am so happy to finally have the wood in the game.
I know, a little bit of shorter stream today. Whichever one you'll be most racist to. Oh man, Ultra Team. You know I'm pretty racist to the clerics. Why did I even say that? Someone's gonna take that and twist it somehow.
And now we're back in the compound for day 700. And here's what that floating head guy had to say about this.
You're making a video? Oh! Luke the Notable said day 700 was notable. Though day 6... Have you already passed day 6? You've already passed day 690. That was probably the most notable day.
Yes, yes, another thunderstorm. I can smite all these useless, incompetent mobs. Alright, time to stop procrastinating. I gotta build this gosh dang wall now. You know, I'm pretty sure some guy made a song about building a wall. I wonder if I could find that. Built the wall, yeah, I built the wall. I built my wall like a 100-box tall. Built it up, and I built it strong. Built my wall, yeah, all day long. Trespassers, I'll kill them all. Don't try me, I'm real dang strong. Yeah, I built my wall. Well, that was easy. I hope the lights are just as simple to make.
They're not. The lights were not simple.
So because I'm oh so special, I decided I wanted to have redstone lights under my compound that I could turn on and off. But that means two things. One, I need thousands upon thousands of redstone, and two, I need to dig up the entire compound so I can place the lights on top and the redstone underneath. For context, this project took me longer to make than the copper farm, and the copper farm is the project that took the longest. There were also places like this where I'd have to place wool underneath just so I could place redstone on top of it. I also decided to split the lights into different segments, one for the main part and another for this kind of secondary third back here where the wall is a little bit weirder than it is up front. Because, unfortunately, my base isn't a perfect square. Hey, nice. One line down, only 1,000 more to go. Golden hour. And did it my way.
Yeah, for most of this process, I was just listening to random music in the background. It got really boring and tedious, so I needed the music to keep me sane.
Anyway, we're now back at the witch farm because I'm running out of redstone and this is the only renewable source of it that I have. Unfortunately, this was before the update where they buffed witches, so I'm gonna have to do a lot more AFKing to get this redstone. Don't mind me, just gonna do an edit I already did, but all I did was build lights for 10 days. Like I said, sorry for doing the same edit again, but it's a good way to get between 10 days all at once, and that was pretty boring footage without the edit. And now, we're celebrating 2 years in hardcore Minecraft. And I know what you're thinking, Ultra, it's not day 730 yet. Well, that was because the next 2 weeks are spent AFK at the raid farm. Like I've said before, I need a lot of redstone, and this is the only way to efficiently grind it. Oh man, that was a good nap. Wait, what the heck year is it? Lights! You know, all this started because I decided to trust some random floating head guy on YouTube. Never trust the internet, kids. It leads to horrible life choices.
Well, actually, kids, you can totally trust me. I'm the one guy on the internet that won't lie to you. So, what you're gonna do now is go to your mom's wallet and get the credit card out, and you want to put the numbers all over the credit card in the comment section down below.
For legal reasons, I have to disclaim that what I just said is a joke. Do not put your mom's credit card information or any personal information in my comment section. Don't do it.
Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, right, yeah, lights. Wait, kids, look, we're doing something besides lighting. We're walling! And finally, on day 746, we're done with the... Wait.
Wait, what do you mean we're not done with the light? What the heck's happening?
So it turns out you gotta add repeaters to all of these in order to make the signal continue to go through. Why did no one tell me this like 50 days ago?
Well, I need more redstone now. You know what that means. So, actually, something interesting happened this time. The farm just stopped working. Yeah. I didn't realize there's no raids spawning or anything, but yeah, obviously I didn't see this because I was AFK, but
Well, I wasted so much time.
ah, what a nice session of AFKing. I'm so glad that the farm didn't break in any way, shape, or form.
Wait, what the heck? Why didn't I get as much redstone as I usually get? What the heck? That's so little.
Anyways, time to repeat this entire process all over again because the grind never stops. So anyway, I'm pausing the grind for a little bit while I go mining for redstone because I am just...
For some reason, the farm didn't give as much. I don't know why, man. I don't know. Oh, now this is some nice caving, you know. We really in luxury now. You get it? Because lush sounds like luxury. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. I'm teasing. You can't get rid of me that easily. I'll only shut up when the video ends. And I don't know how much longer that is. 30 minutes? An hour? I don't know.
So guys, I did a little off-camera mining again. You know how it is.
Red zone, 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 red zone. I'm sorry that not every day is just like super duper uber exciting, you know, fighting a billion things all at once, but that's unfortunately the truth about hardcore Minecraft. A lot of it is extremely boring and tedious. That's also something that just a lot of hardcore YouTubers don't understand. It's why they do retention editing, you know? They want to keep you engaged with the video. Me, I want to show you the truth, and this is the truth. It's boring sometimes. I could have just made all of this a super hyper fast edited fast montage with retention editing that will show you super fast as boom. But nah, that's just not who I am. If you like that style of content, by all means, you're free to do what you want. I won't judge. But I prefer the more authentic take on these videos instead of, you know, the hyper fast retention slop that Mr. Beast has turned this platform into. Again, sorry for the rant, or if I offended you in any way, it really wasn't my intention. I just wanted to say how I felt about hardcore videos as a whole. Well, after that boring monologue, everyone's already asleep by now, so, wake up! Hey, sorry for waking you up, but I wanted you to see the lights turn on with this arrow shot. It's finally done. Look at that. Just look at that. Look how beautiful that is, man. Seeing the lights turn on right now after about 60 days of work, definitely a top 5 moment in this world for me. Well, now that the lights are all done, I just need to cover up all these horrendous holes on my land. Unfortunately, due to all the terraforming, it's going to take me a few days to patch all the holes up. Block, 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 block. And finally, after like 60 plus days, the lights are done. Finally, done. Finito. All done. It's done. Anyway, y'all remember that tower to max height I made like 100 days ago? Well, I'm finally using it. Alright, got all the kelp placed. Now I just got to get all the way back down to the ground so I can destroy it and make the bubble elevator work. Oh gosh, totem! Alright, villager, here you go. You have some freedom. Hey, thanks for going in the elevator naturally. I really appreciate it. Wait, I didn't add the soul sand. I want it to be known that nothing bad happened to that villager. He's totally alive and living a long, happy life with his family. You can trust me because I didn't pop a totem this time on the way down. A long day of rafting we did. When the sneeze. And after just a little bit of trading, I've become a star trader. I think that makes this guy pretty gosh dang notable. Well, now that that project's done, it's time to start on a completely separate project. Dig, 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 dig. And after 2 days of digging, we're finally here. The next project, Cherry Town. Yep, we're building an entirely new town based on the new Cherry Grove biome. And the first thing that goes into any great town is a crap ton of terraforming. Shovel go burr. And 3 days later, the terraforming is all done. Now here comes the hard part, me trying to make a build that looks good. Something I'm doing here that I didn't really do in Mudtown, at least not till the end, is building an outline for where I want each building to go. That way I know where everything's gonna be.
Ooh, hold up, gotta move the beacon. Can't have it be floating in midair now.
And now, with all the outlines done, I can build a path through the town. And hey, would you look at that, I got the first building done, the nether portal. I think it looks pretty aight.
I also decided to add some petals to the side of the path, and I think that looks pretty dang nice. Now we also got petals and paths on this lower area. Alright, now time for the hard part. Actually building houses from my own design. This house is going to be my house within the village, and honestly, I think I did pretty alright. I think it looks good. Now with that win under my belt, let's see if I can do another good design.
I mean, it looks fine, I think. Yeah, it's alright. Hold up, running out of cherry wood. Gotta spend a day mining. See, now that's a good looking house. Why couldn't I have made the other one look as good as this? Gosh dang it. Hey, Chad, have I ever mentioned how much I hate roofing? Because I absolutely hate roofing. Alright, now there's the house finished, and I think it looks alright. I think it looks alright, Oh, also, I planted these trees like a day ago. How the heck did they grow so fast, man? What the heck? Not gonna lie, though, this is a pretty sick screenshot, This is a pretty sick screenshot. Okay, never mind. The forest has become a problem. It's spawning zombies.
Guys, 1.20 sound, I gotta go see explore the sanctuary town. Yep, the official release of 1.20 is finally here. So now we're prepping for a giant journey to discover the new trail ruins, armor trims, and everything else that we can find. And hey, would you look at that, we already found ourselves a trail ruin. And hey, would you look at that, we already found ourselves a brand new music disc. Unfortunately, I'm not looking for new music, I'm looking for these, the brand new armor trims. The next day, found ourselves a couple more armor trims, but nothing else too special. I think trail ruins are a very interesting idea for a structure, but they could be made better if the loot pool was just a tiny bit better. Anyway, what we're doing now is going for this advancement, smithing with style. It requires us to get 8 different armor trims from various different structures across the world and apply them to armor, so we're going to have to do a lot of exploring to get it. Also, I found this natural generation that looks oh so epic. I would love to build something here. Maybe in 2,000 days, we'll never know. Anyway, now we're in the ancient city. There are 2 armor trims we can... Wait. Oh, gosh dang it, did we crash? Gosh dang it. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, there are 2 armor trims we can find in the ancient city, those being Silence and Ward. Now of those 2 trims, Ward is definitely the easier one to find. As you can see, we got it right here. It's Silence that I'm worried about. Oh hey, would you look at that, we found ourselves a desert well. These things aren't entirely useless anymore. I retract my statement. Oh hey, look at Camo, these things are so cute, patooties. Anyway, back to armor trim hunting, we found ourselves Dune. These aren't needed for the advancement, but hey, it's still cool to have. Now we're in the nether, and I found myself the brand new netherite upgrade. You need these in order to make netherite tools and armor now. It's funny, I'm calling these things new, as if 1.20 isn't already like 3 years old. If I had a nickel for every lava lake I've fallen in, I'd have a lot of frickin' nickels. Don't worry, I'm fine. Like I said, I've done this 100 times by now. As I was saying, it's weird that 1.20 is like 3 years... I forgot to equip my elytra, dang it! Alright, pigs, where are you idiots hiding the armor trims? I need them for the advancement, so just... Oh gosh, no! 3 times in 1 day is definitely a record for me. And no, I'm not making it 4. I guess Minecraft felt bad for me, because I just got the armor trim right here. Thanks a lot. Well, back at home now, I made myself this pot. I think they're pretty cool, And the music disc is also very nice. After a quick restock at the base, it's time to go back out and loot for more armor trims. Now we're back in the ancient cities, looting for more armor trims, but all I can find are these useless god apples. Hey bro, could you take care of the zombie for me? He's kind of annoying me a little bit. Hey, thanks, appreciate it. Oh, frick, come on bro, I just wanted to loot the chest, that's all, what the heck man? Well, that's another warden coming. I'll see you all later. No, wait, no. Oh, gosh, why does this even happen in the overworld? Guys, I found Silence, but the warden's on me. I need backup. He's gonna kill me, guys. No, he got the totem. No. Okay, I'm at 3 hearts, no totem, and flying completely blind in the dark. All right, we're gonna keep pause buffering. Make sure I'm not gonna die. Get the god apple, and we're good. Okay. Well, that was by far the closest I've come to dying in this world, so screw this, I'm out. See ya, Warden! Almost dying like that, it really goes to your head. But hey, now we're back at home, we're safe, nothing's gonna happen, alright? But hey, now I get to put the Silence armor trim on all of my armor, so it was definitely 100% worth it. Man, look at my armor with the sunset in the background, the diamond trim on the netherite, just... Oh! I also decided to put the snout armor trim on the armor I made for Techno. I feel like he would have liked it.
Anyway, time for more exploring. I still need more armor trims, and today I'm trying to find a stronghold. Well, hey, we found the portal room, but
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Ah, está aquí. Gracias, amigo. Gracias.
now that we got the armor trim, we can jump right on into the end. Oh gosh! Okay, well, it was just a glitch. And because I'm a psychopath, I decided to once again fight the Ender Dragon. Alright, Dragon, you're going down, and this time I'm definitely not gonna pop a totem. Freaking heck, man, why do I say these things? And hey, 750 days later, I can still kill the Ender Dragon, but still not as good as the first time, because the first time I didn't pop a totem. Now we're back on the hunt for armor trims. I need to find the... Oh. Well, that was easy. Well, might as well still do some end busting, you know, it's pretty fun. It's been a while since I've done it. Now there's just one more armor trim I need, and for that I'm gonna need to head to a woodland mansion. And a day of traveling later, we found it, the woodland mansion.
Alright, hitting the night vision. Got the totem man. Alright, let's go kill everything.
Oh, wait, I think we're like, oh, hey, that's a bad thing to lag on. What?
I'm so confused as to what just happened there.
Y'all remember those endless stairs from Super Mario 64? The ones that would just never stop? I don't know why, but whenever I go on these ones, it reminds me of that. It just, you know, kind of the endless feeling of it. Anyway, we reached the end and found the Vex armor trim. Let's go. Freaking heck, dude, why are there so many gosh dang Vex? Oh my gosh, I got my totem. Ah!
Like, bro, look at this, look at this. Tell me that's not an unholy amount of X up here. How are there so gosh dang many?
Alright, now I'm pretty sure that we finally have every single armor trim that's in the game. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind? I'm trying to do a voiceover here. You're kind of interrupting. Okay, then. Oh, wait, yeah, one last one I forgot. Now we have every single armor trim in the game.
Oh, I forgot the frickin' one in the frickin' ocean monument. No.
Okay, now we have all of them. I promise this time. Now it's time to spend my entire life savings of diamonds duplicating all these armor trims because it's so freaking expensive. Now I need to buy excessive amounts of armor from the armorer because I want to put the trims on full sets of diamond armor. You don't technically have to do that for the advancement. However, I think it'd be a lot cooler if I did, so I'm kind of okay with spending extra diamonds on extra trims in this scenario. I'm also like uber rich and powerful, so why not spend a little extra just to make these things good? A wise man once said, hardcore Minecraft is all about vanity, and nothing shows that off more than smithing with style. See, now, doesn't that just look so much better than having them all sit in a chest or something? I think that looks pretty dang awesome. Alright, Luke, you have a good night. I'm gonna jump off the tower now and definitely hit this water bucket clutch and totally not pop up. Gosh dang it!
The following footage. Yeah, you get it at this point.
Starting the stream. I haven't shown this off before, but welcome to Cherrytown, you know? With my strip dudes. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that. I'm gonna do that. That looks good. I'm too good at this game. I'm too good. No, dang it. That's gonna. Oh, no. Oh, no. Micah, you're the building expert here. Do you think that would look good? Like a vertical roof? Yes, vertical is good. Okay. My brain is rotted from yesterday. Yesterday I worked a 14-hour shift at McDonald's, and my brain is just rotted from that. The amount of times I had to say, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?" It's just, I don't want to say that phrase ever again. Why not? Because I realize I just said it, okay? But, you know, besides that, I never want to say it again. Old MacDonald had a barn, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with a bang bang here and a bang bang there, here bang there bang everywhere bang bang. Old MacDonald had a cow, E-I-E-I bang. Michael's the new Korean. Nah, dude, you're still the Korean of the group. I'm still nowhere near as good at building as you are.
Please subscribe to the Ultra Team. If you're not, you should be. Subscribe to the Ultra Team. Do it. Do it now.
I don't know why I decided that this house gets so much love and praise, but it does. I don't do this often because I like using shaders for important moments in my world, but no, it's nice watching the sunset. Put some lanterns around. Doesn't that look nice? Also, why does the beacon look so good? Like, dang. Well, there goes the beacon. Why does the beacon look so good? Proceeds to explode. What happens if somehow a villager goes there? If a villager can somehow get up here without me putting it up here, he deserves to be up here, alright? Mining away. I'm mining down this whole cherry forest that I planted so I can get wood. Mining away. But I'm so tired. Take off. I'm dying. I'm not okay. If you worked for Mojang, what would you add to Minecraft? An end update. The end needs a rework. Because right now it's so bland. So if I worked for Mojang, I'd do the end update. You guys like my treasure chest? I know I'm very, very rich. Says he's rich but doesn't have the netherite template. I am rich and I do have the netherite template. Says he's rich but doesn't have a netherite beacon. Okay. Do you have a netherite beacon? No, no one does. Says he's rich but doesn't own a multi-billion-dollar drug corporation hidden behind the local Walmart. How do you know I don't have a multi-billion-dollar drug corporation hidden behind the local Walmart, huh? And I do have one. I checked. No, that's your local Walmart, not mine. I'll show you my billion-dollar drug corporation. Well, much scared? No, I'm not afraid of death. I got infinite totems. Yeah, this is my raid farm, which is just my multi-billion-dollar drug corporation. That is not a Walmart. That is a local Little Caesars. No, it's a Walmart. Walmart. Anyway, I'm gonna end my time on this world now. It's what, midday?
And that is where I stopped recording for the hardcore part of the stream. However, I kept streaming on my SMP with my friends.
None.
Oh my god. Oh, you son of a Micah.
I finished your roof for you. You're welcome.
You did finish my roof, yes.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure if I like it though.
You're welcome.
And then the most notable thing ever happened.
Hey. Oh my gosh, it's Luke the Notable. What? I'm sorry, what?
Say what?
LTN told me to come say what? Hi Luke. How you doing? Hello everyone. Check his community. Did he make a community post telling people to come watch me? Actually, I want to show you guys something real quick on my actual hardcore world.
Yeah,
Since
let's do
since
that.
since LTN is here, I wanna show this off. Oh nope, I almost just stopped flying. Okay.
How sad but funny would it be if you died right now?
I was just thinking that. Like, I think it would be kind of funny that right as Luke shoots me out, I die. But Like, it also would be very detrimental because I've been working on this video for over a year. Anyone else pooping? Why, Luke? Why are you always pooping? Also, Luke, I've been meaning to ask you, why the hell did you post those two photos of you on Twitter of your poop? Like, why'd you post that? Like, me and Clumsy No Name were talking about. We think you went crazy or something, man. Because they were beautiful. They were not beautiful. I'm sorry. No, they weren't beautiful. Alright. So anyway, if you haven't seen it already, this is my base. I've posted a few photos on Twitter of it, but this is my base. And I made a wall for LTN. You're welcome, Luke. This took me quite a few days. But I made a wall. And up here, I have something for Luke. It's Luke the Notable. I put him up here with a bed. He's a shepherd because I am a shepherd in his world. So yeah, this is it's kind of like in Luke's world, the cloud that has the dog we don't talk about. This is the cloud with the Luke the Notable that we do talk about because Luke the Notable is the best. Put a Binks up there if you get a chance. I will. I'll put a Binks up there. How many days? I am on day 814. And my computer is just broken.
Can't handle this many people, Michael.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. This was my most recent accomplishment, is just all those armors that was for this advancement, smithing with style. That took forever.
We then went back on the SMP and had a bunch of fun there.
Safe? Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. This is plenty safe, okay?
Take out my notch apples. Just in case.
I don't need them. I got
I'll
points.
watch from a distance. This will be interesting. Unless I'm not in the area.
Well,
and then
Michael's trying to
whatever.
protect villagers with TNT, so I don't know about that, but...
That's not gonna work.
It's well,
It's not gonna work,
is
my
fine.
friend. You might accidentally blow up the
won't
same
blow
villages
up,
you're
and
trying to protect.
If they do blow up, I have a bunch.
And yeah, the rest of the stream was honestly extremely fun, and that was by far my favorite stream I have ever done, just ever. So thank you so much to Luke for the shout out. But now it's time we get back to the hardcore grind. Just kidding, these next 7 days are glitched again. Yeah, what happened from days like 450 to 515 also happened here. But fortunately, it was only 7 days instead of 2 months. So, yeah, sorry. Alright, now we're loading back into the world. Alright, I wonder what we did during those glitches. Oh my gosh, the lawn is emeralds. You know, it's like missing a couple episodes of your favorite TV show. You come back and suddenly everyone has superpowers.
Bro got shouted out by Luke the Notable once, and then suddenly decided to turn the entire lawn into emeralds.
I can definitely say that this is one of my crazier ideas. I don't even know if it's a good one. Because what passed me here doesn't seem to realize is that this is going to take an excessive amount of AFKing in order to get all the emeralds necessary to rebuild the lawn. And something I hate doing excessive amounts of in this world is AFKing. And slabbing. Anyway, today I had entirely new plans as to what I was going to do with this building I built like 300-ish days ago. The plans were demolition. I'll be honest, I never really used this building for what I was intending to use it for. I never really liked it, and, like, there was just no point to continue having it on the compound. That does mean I now have to add lights to the area I just destroyed. I thought I was done with the lights. And I decided to top off the giant hole with emeralds instead of grass, because I'm just oh so cool and fancy and epic, you know? Adding to the Great Emerald expansion, I also decided to put emeralds where the melon and pumpkin farm used to be.
Guys, I may have accidentally sliced up the egg farm.
Would you freaking cubes get out of my dang nether area? You're so annoying! So I'm trying to add another sextuple beacon to my compound, and I thought that making a TNT machine would definitely be faster than mining it all by hand. Hey, would you look at that? The TNT machine is working, and everything seems to be going perfectly fine. Wait, it blew itself up, didn't it?
Freaking heck, man!
Alright, after rebuilding everything, it seems to have all been— oh my—
I'm fine. Everything's fine. I totally didn't accidentally spill Cheez-Its on my desk by recording that. Why would you even suggest that? Stop looking at that image. What are you doing? Stop it. The only reason I'm so ticked off is because I know the fastest way to do this. And this is not it.
It's like I said 200 days ago. The fastest way to do this is to just mine the holes. Straight up. That's it.
No fancy TNT or anything.
Because now, not only do I have a giant ugly hole on my land, but also I completely missed where the beacons are actually supposed to be. So I had to do the digging by hand anyway. So while yes, doing TNT is definitely a lot more fun than just mining out a giant hole. Unless you do it absolutely perfectly, it's gonna be 10 times less efficient than just mining out that hole. But hey, at least we have a new sextuple beacon array done. The following footage, live stream, whatever you get it, go.
Starting the stream. Alright, we're good. So yeah, what's going on, chat? How's life, you know? How's everyone doing? What am I doing here? I don't know. Why am I in Cherry Town? I don't know what I was doing the last time I was on. The last time I played this world was very, very long time ago. What day? It's day 8:30. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I believe I was building weapons of mass destruction. Is that an Enderman? It is an Enderman. I won't attack the Enderman. He did nothing wrong. That I know of. Who knows? He might have committed some more crimes that I don't know of. But from what I know, that dude's a good guy. Why am I running at such low FPS? It's not like my base is laggy or anything. As you can see, there's quite a bit of emeralds on the floor. I started pulling an LTN and decided to emeraldize the base. I only got a tiny bit in before I realized, holy crap, this is gonna take forever. Let's build like a little dirt thing for here. I'm gonna have to fill up this giant hole. Alright, so I need to 100 blocks away from this. So 1277, 719. This is in the positive Z direction. So I need to do 1377, 7. It's where the next beacon should have to go. Obviously, I'm not going to dig this out by hand. I just want to create a little enclosure for the TNT to fall in. Well, there goes a day wasted. But that's not the first time I've wasted a day in this world. See, that's what I was worried about. And now I don't have enough slime blocks. You know, when I first did this, I just dug all the way down like this. And I figured, well, making a TNT duper would definitely be easier than this. I was wrong. I'm having fun. I dropped out of college from this. No, I didn't actually drop out of college. I was just doing the techno blade. Cool. I mean, I have some TNT I could use, but it won't do. Oh, wait a second. I just had a genius idea. Take down a little bit. I don't know if it'll do it because it's this, but whatever. I will work around it. I need Skulk Miner to mine some not Skulk. I guess if I dig 2 down to this, that works pretty well. don't know if it's faster or slower than just mining the stone normally. If it transforms deep slate, yeah. It's definitely faster than mining at deep slate, I can say that. Doing tedious tasks like this is one thing that makes Minecraft great, but also really long. It's like, yes, it'll be worth it in the end, but for now, I would much rather be playing Geometry Dash than do this, but the end product will be worth it. Alright, what are the odds that I hit the water bucket clutch? Let's find out. I didn't pop a totem, chat. Shut up. Chat, your eyes deceive you, okay? I didn't pop a totem. It was a glitch, alright? I successfully landed the water bucket clutch. Just gonna mine all this out, which will take a while, because mining deep slate is just the absolute freaking worst. Alright, cool. And now I gotta do all the beacon powers correctly. So I want to do something fun this stream, I want to have a fun stream. I want to do things I actually want to do. Make a working private jet. Micah, I can't do that. I'm not that good at redstone. Guys, watch, I'm gonna nail it this time. Told you. Told you. I never fail. The water bucket clutch. This is my to-do list, so if you see something you think I should do, make a bridge in the nether, already did that. Gold farm? Alright. So we can do a gold farm. It's gonna take a bit, but hey, we'll do it. Nothing quite like the satisfaction of insta-mining, agreed. Insta-mining is just so satisfying. Oh hey, I didn't even know this was... Wow. How long does this last? 30 seconds. Cool. That means I have 30 seconds to get out. I knew the totem would give me fire res, so that's just why I popped it. Or I let it pop. I really should have drinking the fire res potion, but I thought, well, I haven't fallen in the lava yet, so the nerve on that guy. He wants to spend time with his family? Disgusting. I need my FNAF lore theories, Matt. I don't care if you want to spend time with your family. I need my FNAF lore. Yesterday I did frickin' 19 assignments for college. Fortunately, all of them were like super small, like 2-minute assignments because it's the first week. So it's just like, oh, like state your name, where you're from, like all that jazz. Just like introduction stuff. But some of them required me like, all right, we need you to download this thing and set up this and create a website. And I'm just like, what the frick is this? I mean, it was still pretty easy, but it was very, very interesting. College is fun, but it's also very weird. No, he was just chilling. Well, sometimes, you're just chilling around, minding your own business. And then a guy just shanks you in the back, It happens, right? This is reality we're talking about. Sometimes you just get shanked in the back for no reason. Now, I'm not speaking from personal experience or anything, but sometimes some people they just be sitting around and they get shanked in the back. And I will see you all later. Ulch team out. Peace. Bye guys.
We still mining up that magma, you know? Screw the magma. My lawn is ugly and I want to frickin' fix it. So, I'm putting down moss. Alright, listen. I want the lawn to be green, but emeralds are too expensive. Moss, that can be bone meal. I think that's a pretty nice solution, you know? Oi, who the frick said you could be under my lawn? Get the frick out, you two, you stupid idiot! You know, I've been hearing a freaking zombie underneath my lawn this entire time I've been doing this, and... Oh my gosh. Hi, yes, I'd like to claim my award for stupidest person alive. Thank you. Anyway, I'm now using water to get rid of all the excess foliage because I want my lawn to be perfectly clear. And now we have the updated map to show all the recent changes I've made. The compound's looking pretty dang good. Now with the compound upgraded, it's time to upgrade the end with more new end gateways, which means I gotta kill the Ender Dragon a lot more. Guys, I freaking did it. I beat the dragon again without popping a totem. Let's go. It only took me 800 days. Now let's see if I can beat the dragon twice in one day. I think I can. Don't frick, that was stupid. Ah! Hey, would you look at that? We were able to kill the dragon twice in one day. That's a new record. I didn't get any new gateways from those 2 dragon fights, and so I was Googling it, and apparently you don't always get a new gateway. So that ruins those plans. What the heck? Wait a second. That's not a chicken! Anyway, today I decided to make myself a new farm, so I spent all day gathering up the materials. And today, I'm starting work on the farm. It's gonna be a tree farm. And hey, would you look at that? We already have it done the next day. Now I can get wood automatically. Now with the wood farm complete, I can start work on one of the final projects of this world. But first, I need to clear out these caves underneath my base, because there are so many freaking mobs down here, bro. Now with the caves more so cleared out, I can finally start work on what I'm doing. I'm building a storage system. Oops, wait, hang on, just realized that there wasn't sound for the last 3 days. Sorry about that. Yep, after living here for over 750 days, I'm finally making myself some organized storage. Bro, why are there so many freaking caves underneath my house, man? This is what I get for living under a mountain. Well, now that that's mostly dealt with, I can get back to decorating. I am noticing, though, that on this side of the storage room, I'm actually not getting my beacon powers. So you know what that means. More sextuple beacons! And hey, look, I did it the fast way this time! Boom. See, beacons done in a day. I don't know why I didn't do this every time. It's clearly the fastest. Hey, nice, got the beacon powers. I can finally work in these conditions. I don't learn from my freaking mistakes, bro. What the heck? Why am I doing this again?
I will be right back.
No, you won't.
Okay.
What is that supposed to mean?
You'll see.
Oh. Guys, I think he planted a bomb.
Uh-oh.
Why would you think that is?
I don't know.
I sneezed.
Well done, sir.
Thanks.
And bless you.
Thank you, Sir Jaden. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm having a heart attack. Yeah, I was supposed to set it up. Oh, well, that's a problem, Jimmy.
Screw you past me, because now all my beacons are unaligned.
I love just casually having 3 netherite swords for different occasions.
Ah, what a wonderful day to be outside. It smells like new update and lag. Now that the new update's out, that means we have a whole new structure to explore. Unfortunately, this guy didn't sell me the right map.
You might not want to watch what happens next. Oh. We good? Alright, we good.
Fortunately, the next day, the villagers decided to cooperate and give me the maps that I was looking for. And after a day of traveling, we finally found ourselves our very first trial chamber. Trial chambers are honestly one of the most fun structures to ever grace Minecraft and definitely worth your time going through.
So, on this one. Oh. No, it gets pretty good loot until the iron block.
This was the only trial chamber I did within 1,000 days, but trust me, you're gonna see a heck of a lot more of them in 2,000.
No computer, who this?
Yep, it's been so long since I started 1K days that I got an entirely new computer, which is kind of ironic because the reason I started 1K days was that I got a new computer. Also, sorry about the stretched res. You can't really tell right here, but when I show you not stretched res in a couple days, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I could tell. Anyway, stretched res or not, I still need to finish up this gosh dang storage room.
Hey guys, you think there's enough bone meal for the bone meal farm? Because the answer is no, it's not. Wait, did I just say bone meal farm? What the frick is wrong with me? What the heck? Wait a second, did I forget to put the sound on again? Gosh dang it. Okay, wait, there we go. Now I can hear my eardrums exploding.
You know, this first recording session with the new computer ain't going too well, you know? I got the stretch res, and then I got the sound problems, man. You know, maybe it's a bad omen. Nah, I'm kidding. I love this computer so much. It's so dang good compared to my old one. Remember, gamers, she can always take the kids, but she can never take the computer. And if she tries to, well, you know what to do. Anyway, that's now besides the point, because Minecraft just released a brand new update, and I want to go find the Pale Garden. Minecraft's first actual major drop within the new drop system just released, and so I want to go find it and exploit it for all of its features. Me personally, I'm definitely more of a fan of the major update system. However, I do understand that both have their pros and cons. Anyway, I've been flying for 3 days straight now, and I still have seen no signs of finding the Pale Garden. Where the frick is it? And then he said something else crazy into the microphone because he just oh wait, there it is! Yeah! Oh, finally, after like 4 days of flying, I found it. The Pale Garden.
Screw you, creaking. I hope you burn in hell. Don't worry, I'm not a complete idiot. I grabbed up the wood too, and the creaking heart.
Well, now the fire is mostly out, and I have enough saplings to make a tree at home, so I'd say that's mission accomplished. Well, time to do a whole day of traveling through the nether, because I'm definitely not flying another 50,000 blocks in the overworld. Now we're back at home, and I've seemed to notice a problem. This definitely is not enough item frames, so I'm going to need a lot of cows. Hey, desert cows! Wait a second, why are there only 4 of you? Did I kill the rest already? It seems my war crimes have once again caught up to me, so I'm going to have to make an entirely new cow pen in the compound. Hey, cow number 2, meet cow number 1. Now kiss! Wait a second, are those dark spots on my land? I can't allow this! Alright, time to summon in the creaking. Wait, how the frick do you do this?
Oi! What have I told you, idiots, about being on my land, alright? No hiding in the cave!
Now with that problem solved, I can work on the 1,000 other problems that I have in this world. After living here for almost 800 days, I'm finally doing it. We're having organized storage. Yep, that's all we're doing for the next little while. It's definitely not the most riveting footage, however, it's probably the most necessary footage. What I do is just put a bunch of items inside of shulker boxes, take them down to the storage room, and then put them inside their respective chests. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of boring to just watch me shuffle through chests all day, so yeah. Duh. Y'all want to play rock, paper, scissors?
Alright, on 3. Rock, paper, scissors, gun! Hey, sorry about that. Sorry about shooting you. You know, it's all fun and games, you know? You good? You alright?
Chad, you doing good, man? You doing good? Bro, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, Chad. Please, hang on. You can't die on me, Chad. If you die, then who's gonna watch the amazingly epic swording gameplay? Chad! Oh, Chet had a totem. Oh my gosh, they're doing fine. Yeah! I'm so glad that you're doing better, chat, because now we can wake up on day 900 together. We only got 100 days left. That means I gotta sort all this stuff as fast as possible. Cow update. Yeah, they're doing good. There's definitely not enough of them yet, but hey, that's why I'm still breeding them. Well, back to the amazingly riveting sorting gameplay. I'm trying to have these days go by pretty fast since it's such boring gameplay. But like I said earlier, even though it's boring, it's extremely important. Hello, random town. Y'all mind if I do a quick little pit stop? I'm out and about because I wanted to put more acacia and cherry wood into my storage room, and I needed to gather it in the wild. Oh, Cherry Town, how I've missed and neglected you so much. I'm honestly pretty sad I never finished this place, and that it doesn't actually get finished in 1,000 days. However, I do promise to finish it in 2,000. Anyway, back to the endless sorting. Cow update.
The slaughter gathered me the materials necessary.
Man, This video got real dark real fast. And it's about to get a lot darker for day 9/11. Bro, someone bombed the pillager tower. I don't know what happened, man. It wasn't me, I swear.
And I apologize if I offended anyone with those jokes. It wasn't my intention. Just trying to have fun in a Minecraft world.
Starting the stream, live stream.
Starting the stream. Look, I'm not done making the storage room, and that's what we're gonna finish today. And then once I finish that, I'm gonna start how did we get here? Or at least the prep work. I'm gonna do how do we get here on like day 997 or something. I'm not doing it on day 1000 because if I fail, then that's a whole day wasted. Okay, so this is how the creaking works. This is Minecraft, right? Yes, this is in fact Minecraft. Okay, so apparently, like, resin is made? I don't know. What's resin? Oh. Resin. There's a new ore in this game? I didn't know resin was a thing. Alright, make resin brick wall. Stairs and slabs. I think instead of a stone cutter, you can make a chisel too. Time to go into the basement of eternity. Oh! Rest in peace, Techno. Yeah, by the way, this world is so old and this series has taken me so long to film that I made this on day, I think it was like around 150, 160. And that was the day he died. The day it was announced he died is when I made this. And that was like day 150-ish, 160-ish. So it's taken a long time. I'm being called, hang on. Hello? You wanna play? I am currently live streaming Minecraft. Say hi to stream.
What's good, stream? Sorry, y'all, but brother's gotta go. He's gotta play Fortnite with.
Hang on, wait a second. I didn't say that. Hang on, I didn't say it.
I already set the vibes, you know.
No, wait, hang on. I didn't say that. I didn't say anything.
Down, bro. You playing Fortnite with me?
No, I'm not. I'm live streaming Minecraft.
You're gonna have to end that live stream, brother.
I'm not ending the live stream. I'm playing Minecraft.
Alright. Have a good live stream, bro.
Alright, thank you.
Bye.
Chat, if I had a nickel for every time someone's called me during a live stream, I'd have a lot of nickels. Okay, you know what? If I'm just singing the song so much, we're gonna put it on. For the first time in, I have no idea how long, this side of my house is chest free. Alright, chat, we're gonna put on some background music, just because I feel like getting copyrighted. Alright, I just got a song request, or song suggestion. I've never heard this song before, but we're gonna see if it's good. Oh, I have heard this song before. I just didn't know what it's called. A sweet berry chest and a bone meal chest. I have so many chests. I keep forgetting, like, I have so much. This isn't all the chests. I have an entire thing down here and down here. And they're not going to be used at all. Organizing? Yes, Izzy. I am organizing. It took me like 900 days, but I finally built a storage room. We're also listening to music in the background because organizing's boring. Chat, this song is so good. All my music is so good. Just no one likes it because no one likes EDM. EDM is good. Man, not Beethoven Symphony 5 in C minor, op 67 SMH.
What the f is that piece of shit?
You don't like classical? No, I like classical music. I just don't know what Beethoven Symphony 5 in C minor op 67 means. But I do like classical music. I just don't know what that exactly means. You're so far. It's raining! Yes! That means I can go at the speed of light. Chill, Barry? Shut up. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest flyer alive. To the outside world, I'm an ordinary forensic scientist, but secretly, I'm really bad at my job as the Flash. People get away from me all the time, and I never catch anyone. I am the Flash. Alright, we did it. Like, officially. There are no more random stuff around my head. Okay, actually, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff and then we'll officially done it. I think this is my final sunset before I get started on how did we get here. We got sorry, a song playing. I was actually prepared for this all the way back in 2022. I wrote this down back in April of 2022. Just putting this here so I don't forget. That's where How Did We Get Here End City is. What? What the f***? Huh? I just got Hero of the Village for no reason. Alright, chat. We're learning Spanish. What did you say? Alright. Well, I didn't think about this very well. I need a way to get up, and I don't think I can go over slabs in a boat. It's what day? Hi, Squid. Well, you see, when I started the stream, it was day 911. It's not anymore, it's day 925. Anyway, Squid, I am now doing the daunting task of getting a shulker back to the overworld to start How Did We Get Here? So, you know, that's fun. I need to go back to my prime. Realm days were goated. Realm days were like the absolute best. Like Realm season 2 and 3 were like peak Realm. It's probably something with like different coding languages, but it's surprising that it's even that apparent. Usually different coding languages wouldn't cause that, because like you can code the same thing in 2 different languages and it will still look and feel the same most times. So it's either, I don't know. Why? Markiplier perhaps? Hello everyone, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. Alright chat, we're gonna watch the Ultra Team because I don't feel like getting copyright strikes again. Alright, just in case. There we go. Another regen potion. I'm pretty sure it was still at full health, but just in case. Okay. Let's hope this is enough. Yes! Alright, cool. That's step 1 of how do we get here done. Yeah, believe it or not, that was one of the easier steps. I have to get a warden over here. Starting the stream. So, last time on stream, I started going for how did we get here? Which, if you don't know, is the hardest advancement in all of Minecraft. And it will be the death of me. Probably. I have to lure a warden all the way to spawn. How am I gonna do that? I have no freaking idea. Alright, I'm just gonna go pretty far in one direction. Like here. Which I think this is the direction I've explored least of my world. And then look for some exposed caves and see if I can find a deep dark, because I need one. Oh, frick. Okay, chat. I got it in stream, actually, because I just remembered I have to be somewhere at 6. And I completely forgot about that. Starting the stream.
And I'm hoping we can find one soon because apparently I'm almost out of stuff. Oh, not only did I need golden carrots to eat, I needed them to cook. Jesse, we need to cook. Oh no. Y'all haven't been able to hear the game this whole time. Can you hear the game now? Oh, frick. Well, that's like 15 minutes of nearly silent audio. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize until just now. Diamonds. Ooh, more diamonds. Ooh, even more diamonds. There's so much bamboo. There's so much bamboo. What the frick? Why is there so much bamboo? I wonder what could be under this mysteriously placed sand. Oh my gosh, it's the buried treasure. Who would have thunk? At this point, I'm tempted to just mine up and see. Ah! 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 Okay, now listen, Chet. I know I make fun of Phil a lot for dying to baby zombies, but when you got 3 running at you, full sprint, oh my gosh, I need a moment, Chet. Alright, if the Deep Dark's down here, I'll donate $2,000 to charity. It's again how confident I am that it's not going to be a Deep Dark. How's it going? It's going horrible! It's going freaking horrible, because I've been searching for a Deep Dark for 3 streams now, and I can't find it. And now I got babies after me. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. I'm gonna just sit here. I'm better. I am better! I am Homelander. Here's the plan. I'm gonna go home, brew more potions, and then I don't know what the plan is after that. Let's go. We got a full shulker box of night vision. My name's the Ultra Team, and I'm the fastest man alive. To the outside world, I'm an ordinary forensic scientist, but secretly, I'm extremely depressed because I've been trying to find a Deep Dark for the past, like, 7 hours or so. I am the Flash. Alright, well, I know for a fact that these are new chunks because there's cherry blossom biome here, so check down here. Oh. Are you f***ing kidding me? Literally the first one in. I could have. Well, I found it. That's all that matters. You okay there, bud? You want me to help you? I mean, I could kill you if you want, but I don't think you'd like that very much, so let's leave you be. So anyway, but the plan is, I summon the warden, run up here, lure it through the portal, or I will come like all the way back here. And then the warden will, hit the portal. I'll go through, totem up, because I expect to pop at least 1 totem. Maybe even God Apple. Goodness. I'll have one in my inventory in case I need it. You've probably been asked this, but have you considered shaders? I have explicitly... No, I do have shaders, actually. But, I explicitly don't play this world in shaders, only because I didn't start off this world in shaders. I started this world a long time ago without shaders, and because of that, I agreed to not use shaders, at least for this 1,000. If I go to like 2,000 days, I might use shaders for the whole thing because I love shaders. But for this 1,000, I've agreed to not use shaders. Although, however, this looks cool as hell. Jan, I think they see. They didn't see. Oh, wait, hang on. No, you just get bottles now. I forgot. I can kill you. Chat, do you think I have enough totems? Sure. I'm really not sure, chat. So what I have to do is I have to spawn them in. I have to name tag them. And I have to do the bait and switch. I don't think he can get to me. This warden can't get to me, so I have to kill it. Can he not get up again? I soft-locked myself because the warden is aggroed on me, but I can't shoot him because the portal's there, and he can't get up because I didn't clear enough pathway for him to get up. So we're basically locked in an endless stalemate. Go, go, go. Did he go? Alright, he's through the portal. Sprint! Sprint! There we go. Uh-oh. This might be a problem. He's down there. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get him out down there. Hey, bud, I'm back. Oh, okay, well, that answers that question. Well. I see you're still mad at me. Warden, I got work in the morning, alright? I want to get this... I want to be done with this. Yes! Hey, it's me, Margaret. Have you missed me? Okay, that was too close. That was too close. That was too close. I'm glad I had totems on me. Because he just popped 2. He just popped 2 totems. Nope, 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 nope. No! Chat. I'm gonna go kill myself. Ultra team out. PCL.
Well, there go multiple hours of my life that I'm never getting back. Now, you might be asking yourselves, Ultra, how do we come back from such a cataclysmic and horrendous failure? Well, you see, Jimmy, that's the funny thing. We don't. Yes, you saw that correctly. No tricks, no copies, no nothing. We're actually destroying the house. Oh man, sleeping next to the fire is just so toasty. Don't worry, we're not just gonna be homeless these last 50 days. I have a plan. That being said, it is still very emotional to get rid of this house. I've had it for 856 days. Then we gotta sort up all the dead house remnants.
Ah, frick, wait, what the heck happened to the hotbar? Why is it stretched raise again? Dang it!
Sorry, I'll get through these days fast. It's kind of annoying to look at this stretched image. I will say though, like, of course, I have one more video glitch in the last 40 days. Anyway, now we're gathering materials for our final build of the video. I'm gonna need an excessive amount of cherry wood, so I spent 2 whole days chopping it down. Chad, I'm stripping, and you can't stop me. You can't stop me stripping this wood. Whoa, now I'm stripping and mining? You can't stop me. In hindsight, this was kind of an inefficient way to do it, but whatever, I can't change the past. If I could change the past, there'd be so much knowledge I'd give myself. Like buy Bitcoin. Alright, Luke, I'm about to do something crazy. Wish me luck. Alright, it's time to start on my new house. Wait, drop everything! I found a cooler build I want to make! Fortunately, it requires the same kind of materials as the first build. I just need to gather a couple more of them. And by a couple more, I mean thousands. Give me the dang tough! I'm on a deadline, man! At this point, it's just a race against time. There's very few days left before day 1000, and I need to get this done before then. Come on, let's go! Mine faster, dang it! Why can't you insta-mine deep slate? Ah, silverfish! Oh, come on, where did I bury that basement? Why did I have to put grass over everything? Oh, found it! Yes! Villagers, I need you! I will say, though, I'm extremely glad I have this organized storage now, because if I didn't, this would have taken me 1,000 times longer. And on day 975, we're actually finally starting the house, but I gotta hurry, because we're running out of time. Dang it, I need more bone blocks so I can bone meal the trees. This is wasting so much time! I also want you to know that we're now officially in a no-sleep era. If I sleep, I'm wasting time. At this point, the only time I would sleep is about every hour or so, because that's when phantoms start to spawn. Look, a thunderstorm. We could go strike creepers and other mobs. No. We gotta stay focused. We need to finish the build before day 1000. Stay focused! Chat, we're bricking it. We're bricking it, chat. We're bricking it. We're bricking it so hard, chat. We're bricking it. Chat, this build is so large and I started so late. I really don't know if we're gonna get it done by day 1000. Wait. Is that music I hear? Why do I hear music? Alright, gotta build this first roof here. Gotta strip all of these logs, make sure they're looking good. Strip the cherry logs next. Alright, looking fine. Alright, gotta build these walls right here. Build a lantern right there. Build up the stone brick so I can build up this building. Next, I gotta build walls right here. Build the support beam right up here. Then I gotta build this deep slate roof. Build the stone brick roof right after that. Alright, next gotta build this spiral staircase. Get lost, phantoms! I'm trying to do something! I gotta strip the logs, strip the logs, strip the logs. Keep stripping! Strip them all! Gotta fill this all in with glass right here. Just make sure it looks super good. Then we gotta add that slabbed roof right here. Do the trying to get on up to the stuff. Place this roof, and then we gotta add this roof right here. All right, get rid of this block, and then we put the stair right there, backward stair right here, up stair, then down a stair, and up a stair, and all right, we're getting there. Oh, it's here, isn't it? Day 1000. You know, even though it's not quite finished yet, I still think it looks pretty dang good. And hey, day 1000's not over yet. We still need to celebrate. Which one of you nerds sells crossbows? Oh, it's you. Thanks, I'll take your entire stock. Now we're at the Enderman farm one last time, and of course it's not working. But that's fine, all we need is the enchanting table. And now, we've finally done it. 1000 days in hardcore Minecraft. Luke, wake up! It's day 1000! Are you proud of me? You know, there's a big debate online about what the true purpose of hardcore Minecraft is. Is it the builds? Is it the advancements? Is it the challenges you had to overcome? No. It's about the journey. And our journey was truly legendary. Oh, jeez, where am I? What's happening? What's going on? And then finally, I hit an epic 360 no-scope on the dragon. Oh gosh, no, he's going back down! You absolute legend. How would y'all like a good night's sleep? So now I'll say something about slapping. I hate it. Hey guys, so I did a little bit of mining on camera. Oh my gosh, the lawn is emeralds. Cow update.